welcome to Dark Sun, another week here. I just got coffee on my glasses because I'm a moron. Because right before camera goes on, you're supposed to take a good sip of a dark beverage. Pretty sure that's how hosting works. All right, so thank you for tuning in, guys, for another week of Dark Sun. You might notice that we're back to our full regular crew now. Last week was a little different. It was still a lot of fun. We had David Crennan and Kelsey Osborne come and sit in, and they were amazing and they were awesome.
They're there.
Kelsey played once again. She gets typecast. She chooses to typecast herself as a halfling all the time. So she played a halfling, and David played a barbarian of love. So yeah, it was really.
I'm a lover and a fighter.
Exactly.
How romantic.
You don't have to choose. You can be both.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't give him too much credit. He did throw a completely innocent man off of a floating city, lasso him, and then when I told him that was a terrible idea, and then I was like, okay, I don't have any more questions, and then took that to mean, okay, throw him again?
Yeah, right. The internal logic for his character was challenging.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yell love.
Yeah.
He yelled love a lot.
Yennen's dealt
he
with
forced
some
people to get.
Yeah, he
forced
forced
people-
marriage.
You
Is
understand what that word?
Dark Sun, you don't know what love means? What is love in Dark Sun?
Well, he kept talking about a love god, and given that there aren't really any
He
gods in
married
Dark
some
Sun,
Thrycrean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he made two Thrycrean get married.
he made two Thrycreen kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
They don't have lips.
They
How'd
don't
do
have
that?
lips, but he
eyelids,
just
though.
they
got
have
That's what I
eyelids. He just like made them kiss, and I was like, this is very weird. But anyway, David was a lot of fun to have on the show. But luckily, we're back to full strength. And we are like a train without brakes. We are hurtling towards the end of season 1. So continue watching, guys, because things are only going to get more and more hectic as we get towards the end of the season in Dark Sun. And as we all know, Dark Sun is an unforgiving, terrible, #savage place.
#savage.
#savage. #place. Yep, that's how hashtags work, right? Each individual word, you need a
Gets a
hashtag.
hashtag.
Yeah, because if you do a whole phrase as a hashtag, I think that makes it, people get confused.
People don't get it.
Yeah. People
yeah.
don't understand all the words. They're like, what is this one word? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like
what
if
is
you're
this
doing
giant word?
Like if you're doing an RPG stream like we are doing, I would #dark, #sun separately. That's the best way to do it. Anyway,
Peanut
so
butter.
last week we did not level up on stream, and I don't think we did the week before either, so we haven't had a chance to talk about how the characters have grown and changed and what their whole deal is. So we're going to do that now, and you guys can kind of get to see a little bit more about how Dungeon World works. Dungeon World has a lot of character customization. It's a lot of fun, but it is not a D20 system. It's a little more, storytelling oriented, which I really like. Anyway, all the characters here have differing amounts of XP, but I think all of them have the ability to level, or recently did, right?
Oh, I mean, I don't know that I do.
I don't.
Honestly, I'm not going to walk that statement.
I do.
I'm close, but you haven't awarded XP at the end of the streams, and
Okay, well, you get 3 XP for last week, and then let's see if does anybody have any bonds to resolve? Also, Justin needs bonds.
I don't get XP for last week, right?
No.
no, you weren't here.
No, sir.
Yeah, I've not.
But
gotten-
Are we doing 3
but
for
my
the week
character
before,
was
too?
out doing stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Hockey was out and about.
Yeah, totally.
You think I would? Well, I
Well,
was sleeping.
actually, something that Hockey was doing was trying to get married.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh,
yeah.
wow.
There was we had a shot. There was a shot where during all the chaos of the city, we cut over to Hockey proposing to Kitty.
Did you say yes?
Kitty just looked at him, put her hands on her mouth, and then did not answer.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Yeah, and then we cut away.
She better have said yes because I've been planning the wedding. Like that was my
So
time.
let's hope that.
Do you know how hard it is to get flowers in Dark Sun?
Oh, very hard.
They're all dead.
Yeah.
We should get some Fenwick apples.
Just like weeds.
Yeah, it's mostly like I think maybe every once in a while you can find like a dandelion somewhere and people flip their shit. Like one dandelion is worth like 10 apples.
Whatever.
I had to pull a
Kitty's
lot.
worth, Kitty's
I don't know
worth all
why
the
I needed
apples
to
in
say
the
I,
world.
I had to pull a lot of
How
strings.
dare
I got
you.
you 3 dandelions.
Wow. Kitty's worth every one.
And Sislak went out and got a whole basket full of Fenric apples.
Were you chased by one of those Pac-Man things?
Yenin gave
I
you
don't want
day
to talk
off.
about it.
Well, that was really nice of you.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
hockey-
take it because crime never stops.
So yeah, so I
Good
need.
point.
Crime never sleeps.
Yeah, so Hockey rejoins
not
the
have
group
offered
after
if I knew
his
you'd take
after
it.
his
What have I been doing?
adventures.
Because I have,
You have been
I've been busy.
Well, you have been extremely busy actually. Tyr has been pretty much constantly under siege for a while now. So you've been actually leading the troops, kind of fortifying the walls and pushing back the invasion because currently there is a siege against Tyr, and because I'm an idiot, I didn't write this one thing down that Dom
Another one?
texted me. Yeah, I know.
Well, the
I'm the
current
worst.
siege is still going.
Is
Right.
Steven Seagal around?
Steven, boy, I don't like it. Okay, so the
That's the best response I could ever get from a joke.
I don't like.
I don't like it.
So anyway, so the city is under siege from what we're calling Saxons, and also from Crulus's army, the Sorcerer King / Lich that you killed. So that the city that was empty.
Oh, he still has people?
Well, his troops weren't there in that city when you killed him. Like, where were his troops? Well, his troops were on the way to attack your city while you went to attack him. Unfortunately,
It was a trap.
Oh, wait.
It was
Was that the,
yeah.
was that the Fiddle Sorcerer King?
Fiddle.
The
The
No.
Sword Sorcerer King?
No.
yeah, sword magic, blade
Oh,
magic.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
What did I get from? What happened with that?
Oh fuck! I forgot about your sword. I wrote
Oh.
that down so long ago.
Dude, Devil went down to Georgia, and I got a sword.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
wait,
you're.
that was the one? I thought that was
I thought it was.
Tyr.
Oh, you know
No,
what?
no,
You're right.
It was
yeah,
Uric, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was Uric. Yeah.
Uric.
So, oh boy, this is real confusing. Uric
There's a lot of Sorcerer Kings.
and Krulus is the head of Ufir, not Uric.
Yeah, stupid.
Oh man, we should just destroy Uric so that it's less confusing.
I mean, I tried.
I'm
should go
totally
We've
down
been
with
saying
that.
that for weeks.
I would like to do that because I want that sword to be unleashed.
Okay, anyway, so Crulus's armies have surrounded the city along with help from the Saxons being people who ritualistically scar themselves through cutting
Cutters.
and putting ash
Cool.
into the putting ash into the cuts
Gross.
to increase scarification. It's a real thing.
They probably look cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bet they
it
look
looks
awesome.
amazing. Some of the
I'm
some
gonna
of
do
them
that
some of
after
them
my
we
next
can't
surgery.
yeah, some of them it's very blurry. It just looks like it's redacted because they didn't do a very good job with the cutting. So it's just puffy keloid cells all over their chest.
I mean, we're going to talk
Sexy.
about the fact that one of our producers is trying to kill our city.
I listen. Producers want things to be interesting.
Wait,
That's all they care
They're
about.
on board too? Oh, come on.
That's
now.
the Saxons.
They're conspiring.
So the Saxons, though, even though they're like beefy and have this whole scarification thing going on, they're actually not the frontline fighters of this siege. It is Crulus's army that is the frontline fighters, because the Saxons are barbarians
that?
essentially. They're barbarian bards,
Yes, please.
and these barbarians are. So they are. You can hear as you're inside the city. You can kind of hear the music coming from these barbarians, and
It's not coming from the Saxons.
it's clearly brass. Like you can hear it. It's definitely brass music, and it's going.
I'm pretty sure that's a banjo. I don't think you actually understand
Okay.
how instruments sound at all.
Also, was that the hamster dance song?
No. If you So anyway, yeah,
Tell
it's
you
the
what, them
it's,
Cruelest boys are.
How them Cruise boys gonna get out of this one?
It's freeze frame of a crewless man jumping. Boy, he done jumped into a pit this time.
okay. So let's see.
Come on,
Yeah,
Strahd.
so that's the situation going on in Tyr, just to catch everybody up. All right. So when you leveled your character, what did you do, Alyssa?
Oh, well, I haven't gotten up to level 6 yet. I'm still 5.
Okay. So.
And I think I did that on stream. I went up
Okay.
to 5.
Cool.
The last time.
I just leveled to 5.
Okay. Talk about what you did.
So I took I took teamwork. So when you aid another, they take an additional +1 forward. So now, whenever I do commanding shout and I throw you guys a die, you also get a +1 forward, and you will, if you do what I say, you get the other +1 forward, right?
It is no. So
No?
aid another is
Oh
straight
wait,
up.
that's the
it's a
aid
move.
move, right?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
I don't want to do that. I don't like aiding people.
Oh.
I'd take it back.
Fair enough.
Fuck that.
Fuck teamwork.
We'll do shake it off. Now
Okay.
my D4 for healing gets a D6.
Okay. Nice. You
Shake it
upgraded.
off. Good. Shake it off.
Yeah. So I'll still
Can
be
we call
throwing
it
out.
swifting?
Swifting?
Yeah.
Well,
Call it your swift heal.
Swift heal.
Swift heal.
Steven, any changes in your character? Any new talents?
I have not leveled up for a while now, so
Okay. How close are you?
I am 5 experience points away.
Okay, and you added 3 for.
I wasn't here last week.
You weren't here last week. Never mind. You
Yeah.
added 3 for last week.
yeah, I didn't have any from the week before that I added, so because I'm
I think Alyssa just asked, and I told you yes to add
3.
3 for the week before. As
okay.
Well.
So then I would have enough to.
Yeah, 3 is kind of the bare minimum I'm gonna give you guys every week.
Yeah.
In that case,
So yeah.
That puts me at level 6, which means I can start picking.
Oh, advanced moves. I want
more
advanced moves so bad.
I
The
do too.
advanced
They look
moves are
awesome.
great. So
It takes so long to get
so
there.
in Dungeon World, level 6 is a huge kind of jump up in power for the characters. I mean, not so much like, huge bonuses or whatever. It's just you can choose different types of moves, and those moves tend to be pretty ridiculously awesome. So it's only a 10 level cap on the characters essentially. So level 6 is really where you start to separate the kids from the adults.
Yeah.
So you just made level 6?
Yep. I
Damn it.
I picked my advanced move. I wanted to pick arcane or ethereal tether, which is lets me sort of link to a person and we can communicate at vast distances. But what I did was I took self-powered. When you have time, arcane materials, and a safe place, you can create your own place of power. Describe to your GM what kind of power it is and how you are binding it to the place. The GM will tell you what kind of creature that will have interest in your workings. Oh wait, that's not. Never mind. No, I'll get ethereal tether. I thought I was building I thought it was like that arcane thing from D&D where you can have your own pocket dimension, but that's not what it is.
We ain't playing D&D, son.
Awkward.
I should not have worn this shirt today.
I like it anyway.
Yeah.
You're just a fan of ampersands.
Yeah. I'm wearing it ironically, guys. I live in Highland Park.
Oh boy,
I'm
that's a
kid
really
Ah.
that's a really challenging type of person that definitely
Do I want-
exists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just want to walk up to that guy. Oh, D&D. I'm sorry, what?
What's that?
Oh, I'm just really a big fan of ampersands. I'm just so sick of where
And isn't
grammar
this
is
a
going.
GOT reference?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm an improviser, so this is just meaning I'm saying yes and.
Yes, ampersand.
Yes,
Yes, ampersand.
Oh my God, that is a great improv team name.
Yeah, I knew someone on an improv team called Yes, ampersand.
No,
It exists. Yeah,
I
it
want it
exists.
so bad.
Yes and.
Yes, ampersand.
Damn
It's
it.
really funny.
I'm a fan
so
of that
good.
improv group.
Yeah, I don't know how good
I wanna
they
like
are,
their
but it doesn't
Facebook
matter
page. I
because
wanna like
that's
their
enough.
Facebook page.
That's enough for me to be like, I'll follow them to the ends of the earth.
Yeah. Okay, so Eric is picking a new spell as well, I assume?
Yeah.
The last thing, while he's picking that,
Sure.
the last thing I got when I reached level 5 was my unfettered will stance, which is like the mind unchained, which now lets me when I take that stance, I can I'm basically using my psionics as my attack, so I can attack from. So my attack has a reach, far, and 1 piercing, so that I'm able to punch people from across a room.
Yeah.
You are literally JoJo now.
Yeah, I'm JoJo.
From across a large room.
Yeah. I have
a ballroom.
What's the name of his friggin'
Star
stance?
Platinum.
Star Platinum, yeah. I got Star Platinum hanging out with me.
Now you have to scream aura, aura, aura whenever you punch.
Or you can also scream Yoga Fire or Yoga Punch.
That's
Yoga flame.
Yoga Flame.
Okay.
So yeah, I really want
That's
this
a really cool stance. I'm excited to see
I want this-
you punch people from across the room.
gentle giant my advanced move on Gentle Giant gives me +2 for if I'm trying to incapacitate people. So if I'm just trying to arrest every single person I meet, I
From
just
now
get
on, it
+2 to everything I do.
Sean, I just realized you accidentally gave me an advance move
What
with
is
the
it?
fire eyes. You gave me an advance move. Apotheosis, after you commune for the next hour, you manifest a physical trait directly from the elemental plane of fire.
Oh,
So
wow. Look at
Oh,
that.
okay. Yeah, mark it off. Yeah, you have it.
So Yenin.
I mean, I was like, if they're tearing out your eyes, I really need to give you something
Yeah.
cool. Like, if these
that was a
fucking
good game.
if these goddamn miscreants at the table are gonna mutilate
I
you,
was not
then,
there.
I was.
It
Yeah,
feels
and I'm very happy with what we did.
Yeah.
it feels a lot like you would have been
Fire.
fine
Yes.
with it.
Yeah, let's not say, oh, I wasn't there.
Look, I'm just going to say it. I have the face you want to punch and gouge the eyes out of, so
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
we get it.
This should be a podcast.
Now you have better eyes.
Yeah. If I picked up greater empowered magic, which on a when I score a 10 to 11, I can drop it to a 7 to 9, when I get a 10 plus, I can drop it to a 7 or 9 and like max the damage or double the targets. Now, if I get a 10 to 11, I get to also have the spell effect doubled or the targets doubled. But on a 12, I can do that without dropping it down.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So no.
So on a 12, it's like a legit crit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a legit crit now.
Yeah.
And then
I want a legit crit.
as a spell, I picked Shadow Walk, which basically I can create a portal that we can all go through. And I have to like describe where it's going, obviously, but yeah, I can summon a portal and we can all walk through.
Nice.
But the thing about this system is that's a 7th level spell, so if I have that, I can't have much else on me at the time.
Yeah, it's definitely it's tough to cast those higher level spells because
Yeah.
you get a certain number of spell slots equal to whatever amount. I can't remember the
It's
exact
your level
formula.
+1.
Yeah, so essentially if he takes the 7th level spell, that takes 7 slots out of his level +1 is the total amount of slots. there
Luckily,
right now.
like Magic Missile is a cantrip for me now, so I always have that. But yeah, it just means like no fireball. No.
You can still lose it though, right?
Yeah,
But it's just like it doesn't take a spell slot.
I mean it counts as a 0 level spell.
Yeah,
I can still
gotcha.
lose the spell, but
yeah, cantrips are. I mean,
And then-
when you turn something into a cantrip, it's basically like giving yourself another bonus.
Yeah.
but if I lose it and like I lost Magic Missile, then I would or if I lost it, I would and Magic Missile, I would technically have no prepared spells, and then I wouldn't gain the benefits of my arcane armor, so
Yeah.
I would no longer have armor.
So you have a lot less
Note to
room for
self.
cushion. I think we're all.
Weaknesses.
I think we're weaknesses. Well, I mean, I think we probably could have all guessed that when he runs out of spell, that's his weakness.
Yeah.
You know, probably that's a easy one to figure out, as with most Sorcerer Kings. So we're all set to go. So as you look, so you're all in the city center now. You've reassembled our superhero team has reassembled after taking care of TCB for the past couple of weeks, and everybody's back. You all know generally what's going on with the city. It's not news to you, but your lackey Quindina runs up to you and says, "So I just want to give you an update on everything that's going on. The city is surrounded by, it looks like, 2 different sets of armies. Also, another army showed up to help. They came flying in. Apparently, so there's not all of them, but a group of them, like a special forces group, they carry around like mats. You know, like the mats you put in front of your house."
Rugs.
Well,
doormat?
they were
Carpets?
very specific in calling them mats.
They are
And-
levitating mats.
And psionically, they're able to levitate these mats to be able to carry people around. And they are assisting, and they've been able to fly over the front lines of Crulis to be able to attack the Saxons in the back, so the Saxons haven't been able to as effectively bolster their front lines. So thank you, Matt 510, for for donating in the defense of the legendary free city of Tyr.
Oh, so they're on our side. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Oh,
Right.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm a
We
fan of
love
Matt.
you.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
Does that
Flying-
also count Kilgannis or Kikanis?
Oh, that's right. And Kiganis' troops are on they're up at the parapets of the walls with you, and you have been very impressed with Kiganis' forces. They wear like dark, like black stained rib cages as armor.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, and they carry around like soldiers that they siphon the life out of to make themselves stronger to
Ooh.
They're
fight
Reapers?
with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're using very problematic death magic as they defend the legendary free city of
So
Tyr.
they're defiling by taking life force, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has an army of death knights essentially. So they are very effective. They're among the best fighters you've been able to
Frostmourne does hunger.
command. Yeah, Frostmourne hungers. Die, die, die.
And I'm commanding all of these people.
Yeah. So
Die.
So as actually, you know what? Let's just retcon it. They're all wearing Rupert masks.
Yes.
They're
They all
wearing
have
Rupert
owl masks.
They have barn owl masks. Okay, so
One's got a mariachi
Yeah.
skull.
One's just wearing.
he paid for the
extra
for
skin.
the extra skin.
So worth it.
One pre-ordered, so he's got the knitted cap, which is like whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
You're
like
just a
I mean,
dude.
if
You're a dude and somehow you can like disappear. I don't know. You don't look right.
yeah, it's yeah. That's so. Oh God,
I
they
hope
should've
you all
given
play
us a-
Overwatch, or else this makes no sense.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
please play Overwatch so you can get half of the stream.
Yeah.
So that you can understand half of what we're talking about. Anyway, so Quindina actually says, so we have to figure out how we're defending the city. They have extra mats that they can send you into the back, and you can help them fight the forces of the Saxons, or we can assist in the fight against Sorcerer King Crulus's troops in the very front lines. His forces have just petrified stone arms. Third thing, there are giants.
Inside.
She points that way
Oh, yeah.
that are
yeah.
heaving boulders towards the walls, and that also needs to be dealt with. So we're not going to deal with any of those three things realistically. Just so you know, like okay. Yenin, the legendary free city of Tyr has never been stronger. We're perfect. Everything is fantastic. That being said, we are losing. It is going very badly. Just so you know, but you set up the perfect defense and the city is impenetrable.
Okay. This is good to know.
Well,
I mean, if
I
everything's fine and it sounds like it's going great,
I just don't want to upset Yenin.
well, listen.
Well, no. Why would you?
The magic flying mats could take us to the leaders and behind, and if we arrest the leaders, then what they've got no footing to stand on. The
Yes,
army will
arrest
crumble.
them with
We
their
have-
swords in their throats.
And we'll
I
take-
like what you're saying.
Well, we can maybe target higher
have
up
reason.
officers and lieutenants. We have not been able to find who is commanding these troops. They are
Maybe I can
currently-
find.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, Yenin.
How long would it take me to do a ritual to like just suss out who I like, kind of find a leader?
I mean,
Probably.
a long time. I mean, you don't really have a description
Yeah,
of
I
the
don't know
person,
who this
like
guy is.
anything about them other than like you're basically trying to figure out who's commanding these troops. I mean, it certainly is possible, but I mean, I would think it would take at least a few hours.
What if I hopped on a mat and just flew around and looked for somebody pointing?
That might be slightly quicker than the few hours that, but still, yeah, it would take a couple of hours. I mean, you're looking at thousands of troops.
But I'm not looking for thousands of people. I'm just looking for one guy pointing. I don't think you understand what I'm
Okay,
saying.
but it's a needle in a haystack, is what I'm saying.
I have an idea.
I've found needles in haystacks before. They're not pleasant. rompity romp, ouch. You know what I'm saying?
I really don't.
Well, you know how to find needle. You burn haystack to the ground.
Exactly.
That's a very good idea, Yenin.
Yeah. So we'll get the other
Because
fire
the
clerics.
metal
and we'll just-
don't burn.
Exactly. We're getting off topic.
I see what you're saying.
We'll gather the rest of the fire clerics and we'll just burn everything. I love problem solving. I really do.
I still want to get this sword off the ground. At
Okay.
some
Well,
yeah.
let's think about this a
still on that
little
sword?
point. I'm always on
clear-headedly.
that sword.
What's the biggest threat at the moment?
If
The trolls?
yeah,
The giants?
The giants, because if the wall
The wall crumbles, then we're done for.
Right.
I mean, perhaps. I mean, I don't know these giants, but maybe they're reasonable. They're probably not. You will have to arrest them. I'm just going to guarantee that's going to happen. But
I
what
mean-
if?
We'll arrest them. We'll take it down either way. No matter what happens, I'm putting cuffs on them.
Wait.
Even
Why
if
would
they're
you put
dead.
cuffs
Yeah.
on dead bodies?
Well,
you
you
did
know,
fix
never
that
can
thing after
be.
the giant elemental attack, right? The hole in the wall.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the first things that Yenin made sure to take care of.
Actually, I think
I
Hotkey
mean,
fixed
listen-
it.
Oh, that's right. Hotkey fixed
I
it.
did.
All right.
In a way that was very advantageous for Yenin.
Not advantageous for hockey.
No, not at all.
I mean, not that he really cared that much about the glory, but he did want to
He
be
fixed it and then made sure the mural was even grander on the wall.
much nicer, and I did not want it to be.
yeah,
You had like a
he-
six
I
pack
think, I'm
and like
pretty sure
really big
you
biceps.
damn near like botched it. I think. It
Yeah,
felt
it was like a
6 or
really
5.
bad roll.
Yeah,
And
I
you
was
could
like,
have been mean, but you were mean in a different way.
right. Yeah.
Which is honestly the meaner of it is.
Always.
Well, because you're like, what do you want to do? It's like, I want to rebuild the wall, I want to rebuild the murals, and I want to make it so that it shows the real story about all of us on equal footing, helping to stop the Sorcerer
And you
King.
botched this roll?
I botched the roll, and
Yep.
so it made Yenin even
It looked
bigger,
even grander.
and he looked more epic.
He had a sword and like
That's my
a
sword.
dragon. He had fire shooting out of his eyes, and I still think I had my eyes.
And
that
all
way,
of
so
our
this is
powers. He
wrong.
was handcuffing everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
And guns, just like
You're
fire
shooting
eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, your sword is called the Sword of the Conqueror King, and it now shines. It has no scuffs or rust or anything on it. It's just a beautifully perfect steel sword. It glows with a golden light. You don't need to write this down, but I think it's a very cool phrase. It is imbued with mythical powers of authority. You become a beacon of inspiration to all you lead. Any hirelings in your employ have +1 loyalty, no matter the quality of your leadership.
Wait, but we didn't take down the city.
Yeah, I thought we
How
didn't
did you
take
get
down
this.
Oh shit! Write it down anyway.
Yeah, I got. No, I know.
Yeah, it's.
That's what it
really
will
cool.
be.
Yeah,
Now we have. Wow.
I don't think you have any
We
hirelings.
have a
right now,
canonical
do you?
reason why
I
Frank
just
won't
got
go away.
Frankie.
Okay, yeah. But he's. I don't think he's a hireling. I think he's like from your talent, right?
Yeah, he's from my talent.
Okay.
How do I get hirelings?
There's a move for it.
Yeah, you just recruit them.
Yeah,
All
they're easy for you to get a hold of. You will not have a problem getting hirelings if you just do the move.
All right.
Because
Oh,
you have a
you've got
good
Steve,
charisma,
too.
right?
No, Steve's dead.
Steve's been dead for a while.
Wasn't there a replacement Steve for a little while?
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
didn't he
been
die?
there's been several
been
replacement
several
Steves.
replacement Steves.
He's
None of them replaced Steve.
he
okay?
keeps going to bars every night looking for a replacement Steve. And
Steve!
and every Steve that he comes across just isn't like the real
Some of
Steve.
these barbarians sound pretty good,
He's
though,
just like,
right,
you're not
buddy?
Steve.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get one of
Let's go,
these.
Steve.
Maybe you can.
I was
get
like
one
that
of
with
these
my first
Saxons to
breakup.
work for you.
I don't
Okay,
want a
so-
Saxon.
So you hop on your mats and go shooting off towards what objective?
Shining.
I said we head to the
shimmering
giants.
sparkling.
Yeah, the giants.
Okay, so
Whole new world
Giants in the sky.
on a magic doormat ride.
so
Wipe your paws, come inside.
just as a quick, I don't think this is
musical
on.
improv.
Just as a quick thing for my producer Sax and Dom, maybe Dom will know better than this. I need you to give me comparisons as to the size, because I know that Matt purchased armies. I'm not sure how many, and then compare it to the size of the Saxon army, so that I can compare what's happening while they're fighting the giants. Thank you.
Way to go, Matt. You my boy, Matt.
You my boy.
You my boy. Damn.
I'll never do it now.
Okay.
Did you right?
Okay, great. Yep, that makes
That was
sense.
the widest thing I've seen in a long time.
And then same for Cruelus, I believe.
Two's in the house.
You want to share any of
Probably
that
like
information
Okay,
with
great.
us?
Not a bit of it.
I can't see that screen. Can
Not
I?
a bit
Could
of
you
it.
take the little
Looking
thing you
at
have
well,
on there
looking
off?
at
I tried that last week.
I will say it comes off very easily. It's a nice little screen. It's not going to happen, but I could take it off.
I
So-
can see it from here, but I can't read it, so
I mean,
that doesn't help us.
it
I
gives
just
us
see
a-
like green highlights.
Yeah.
It's a nice. Whenever he looks, you know something's happening.
Yeah, because
Right.
he'll always be like, he's like, so you guys are fighting it. Okay. And I'm like, God damn it.
There is always an okay and a little
Yeah.
nod.
Okay.
I should write
Okay.
it in yellow font with the green highlight.
Right. Yeah, and I have really bad eye strain and eyesight to start with, so let's really lean into that, make it really tough. So, as you go flying off towards these giants, you do look at, and it looks like your force of matted psionic soldiers. Okay, so they are flying mats, and they are also matted in that their chest, they have hair all over them, which is
Nice.
matted with just dirt and feral. They're just like feral psionic
They're
halflings.
mad Mats.
Yeah, they're mad mats.
Mad Mats.
Mad-
And they're all matching.
Yep, they're matching. Okay, so
Mad Matt's Fury Rug.
yeah, Mad Matt Fury Road.
Witness me!
So as you kind of compare, you're like,
Hey,
oh,
wait.
our matted feral halflings that are psionic on these mats compare very favorably to the Saxons. You think, okay, I think we've maybe got this figured out and taken care of. We'll see. In the meantime, as you go rocketing off towards the giants, you're able to fly over a significant portion of Cruelus's soldiers, who are. You've got. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of like civilians or workers, slaves, whatever, assisting in the siege, like building towers and stuff like that, siege towers. But you think if you were just able to focus on one of these things at a time, the five of you could push this back no problem. Unfortunately, there is a lot going on. So as you get to the giants, they
On the way over the troops, I just want to spit off my mat.
okay. You spit and hit. You hit a slave. You spit on a slave.
Yeah. Shouldn't have been a slave for that group.
Yeah.
That was your choice.
Definitely blame the victim. Good call.
When you chose slavery, you chose
Yeah.
wrong. Choose freedom instead.
I mean, it seems simple enough, right?
That is such a patriotic patriotic.
As I
hey,
egoistic
tis
thought.
say,
Yeah,
tis the
Tyrika.
Tyrika. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so
Fuck yeah.
so these giants are
Here.
undefended. The assumption was that they would be able to just kind of do their thing. They had a good number of Cruelus's troops in front of them, a couple dozen troops in front of them protecting. Like, oh, that'll be good enough. But you just fly right over them. So it's just these three giants with a pile of rocks next to them. They're just throwing rocks at the walls. And they have hit the wall a couple of times. They haven't demolished it yet. They haven't created a large enough opening. But it's already, you can already see the walls starting to crack and heave from the damage that they're doing. And so how close do you get to the
How-
giants when you drop down on them?
How intelligent are giants?
Extremely dumb.
Okay. So
Imagine your typical D&D giant, but maybe as dumb as like half of an Etten head.
is there a does Cruelus have like a mark or a symbol that signifies his
I think
People.
I think during the 24-hour stream, I think I did say that one. I don't remember what it is, so I'm gonna say it's a dagger. Like there's a dagger, and if that's like canonically incorrect, then whatever.
All right. So I think we should fly up to these giants and be like, "Yo, new orders. We're removing the boulders. Actually, if you could throw them, we've got some troops coming up from behind that we didn't realize they've turned on us. So if you could throw the boulders at them."
Or we can just have them throw them at the
Ah! And it just throws a boulder right at your head. It does not seem to understand a single word you said.
I held up a
angry.
dagger while I was doing it.
Does not mean a single thing to
All
me.
right.
So
In
It
fact,
feels threatened.
you notice some of Krulis's troops they kind of look back at the giants very unconvinced that they're even safe from these giants. Like they're pretty sure no one wants to be near these things, including allies.
So your
Got
big
it.
plan was to brandish a weapon and yell at them?
Well, yeah.
A
but
dagger,
it's
though.
A dagger of all weapons.
Yeah, then he figured that giants of all people would get the metaphorical point that he was trying to make.
Yeah, I thought they'd read some Shakespeare.
You know, come on. There's clearly some.
This is clearly a dagger I see before me.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so what do you do as there's a boulder hurtling towards your head? Make me a
I-
defy danger roll first.
yeah. 9.
Bad.
That's with dexterity.
Oh, 10 with dexterity.
Okay, good.
So
you
yeah, I drop
tumble out
my
of the
mat
way.
drops. Yeah.
So you tumble out of the way.
Okay, big boy. If that's the way we're gonna play it,
All right, so everybody else can go now.
I'm gonna-
Or you can go.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do a commanding shout.
Sure.
There's 3 of them, by the way.
Gotta let him go first.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you don't have to, but I am
It
the
helps.
leader, so.
It's always better to follow his commands.
Nope, that is a failure on the commanding shout.
Take an experience point.
Like a hard failure.
Yes.
4.
Okay, describe what you do.
So I yell, "Whoa! Attack the big boy that just came after me!"
Did you increase your stats when you leveled?
Yes. Increased wisdom by 1, just because it was the odd number I had.
All right, so you can run in and hack and slash too if you like.
Yeah, I think I'll just drop down right now. I don't feel so safe up in the air.
All right. So as he shouts and says, "Attack that one there," all three of the giants are like, they can recognize an alpha when they see one, and you're
Obviously.
clearly
Clearly.
the alpha here. So all 3 of them just rush forward to you, and 2 of them just grab bones that they use as clubs, and then the other one has a rock just about to just throw it down on you. So who's next?
I want to cast darkness on the one that's about to throw the rock. I just want to cast it
Okay.
on his head so he can't see shit.
Got it. Wow, you guys are gonna come back to a real
That's an 8.
storm.
I'm gonna put myself in a bad spot.
Okay, casting darkness.
Yeah, basically I want to make a darkness bubble around this guy's head.
Okay. Okay, so you
Can't see shit.
Just imagining like
Very much.
so
Like a fishbowl of dark.
so unfortunately
Sun go down.
you
If that could happen, that'd be great. It's not gonna happen.
Sun go down.
I sleep now.
It just falls over.
so you run right up next
Good
to Sislak, because unfortunately darkness normally is a ranged spell, but for whatever reason you're just not thinking. You're like, oh god, I gotta go save Sislak, and you run up next to
I'm
Sislak.
not thinking that.
Well, in the
Fortunately,
chaos,
you are.
Yeah, in the chaos, you're just not thinking as well as you normally would. So you make a poor decision, and you run up right next to Sislak, cast darkness, and you do cast darkness on the top half of this giant, but it's just enough so that it catches you as well. So you're covered, you're basically, your head is inside of this darkness bubble, along with the top half of the giant, and the giant says, "Oh, sun go down," and then just drops the rock, just
Not the rock.
drops the rock, and you just don't know what's going on because it's complete darkness. So you just straight up get hit by the rock.
All right. I can't defy danger or nothing.
No, you can't even see it. You don't even
That's
know
fair.
it's coming.
That's fair. What's the damage?
You as soon as the darkness bubble comes up, you're like, oh shit, and you get a chance to roll away. So you can make me another defy danger. Steven, you're gonna take the higher of 2d10.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's a fail.
You're also going to take the higher of 2d10. Justin?
That's 4. Apply armor?
Yeah, and you reduce it with armor, yeah.
Great.
Oh. 6 reduced by 2, 4.
Oh, that's not bad. That was a 9 at first.
Here you go.
That's why some of us use these old-fashioned Ticonderogas.
You smoking that later?
Old-fashioned Ticonderogas. Sometimes I just want to write something, but I'm afraid I'll get it wrong. So I
That's
use
true.
an old-fashioned Ticonderoga.
That's true. The thing about a Ticonderoga pencil is it actually makes what you're writing accurate.
Comes up with an old fuss-up button on the other side. In case
Can I-
you fuss something up.
Now I don't mean
Go
to.
ahead.
I don't mean to split hairs, but I've always been more of a papermate man.
New
You
York
would be.
City.
Old Pace Picante.
Get a rope. All right.
Well, looks like the darkness done spooked the old giant.
No Saxon boys are sure.
What's gonna happen now?
Okay, so
Magic
you can actually still hack and slash, wildly if you want with the darkness all around your head.
Please don't.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm going to instead just kind of lower myself. I'm on the magic mat and pull back a little bit.
Yeah. So you just step back out of the darkness and you can see now.
Yeah.
All right. Any of the rest of y'all three want to go?
Please.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Magic
that middle
before
one.
brawn.
He's gonna. Yenen's going to fire a magic missile.
No, you're not.
Nope.
Yenen is going to fail at firing a magic missile.
Okay. So you lose magic missile.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay. So
Is not going well.
this is a real bad start. So
I'm fine. I don't know what you guys are on about.
as Yenin reaches,
Actually, Yenen's going to use the last charge of his magical ring to
Okay.
make this, because he's not. This is his city, man. He's,
Yeah.
He's gonna use his strength, which I believe is the one I haven't used, to just force the magic out of him.
yeah. So Yenin, like, you can tell something's wrong. Like his eyes are kind of darting back, like this is not working. And then all of a sudden, you just see him kind of grit for a minute, and this arm just goes completely pale, and then the magic missiles just spring forth. Which finger is the ring finger for you?
One of these ones, probably
Okay, so the left index finger, which turned completely black from the ring. So as he does that, the finger also just disappears, and it is gone.
No mas.
Oh wow. Lost a finger for that.
Finger.
It's
Yenen's
worth
a
it.
different grizzled monster.
6 damage.
Okay, to the one in the middle that just dropped the rock, or one on the sides with clubs?
We'll go with middle.
Okay, 6 damage you said.
Yep.
Magic damage. Because they have armor, so it punches through. All right, y'all two.
And take some pot
If
shots.
if I fly around behind one of the giants, can I set up a crack shot?
Before
Oh, I
she-
guess I could on the.
Before she
'Cause
does
they have to
that,
be
can Yen
unaware.
go, ah!
Yeah, you can do that. Successfully, you don't even need to roll for it. I don't see a way, because crack shot they have to be unaware of.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
Well, I guess I could do it on the guy that's in the darkness.
Oh yeah, you could definitely do it on the one in the dark. Yeah, that's
You
the
also get a
definition
+1 for
of
him anyway.
a crack shot.
Forward.
Yeah,
Oh, do I?
Yeah, that's the one I said to attack.
but you failed that.
No.
3,
Wow.
6,
But I
7.
commanding shout I failed, but I still get my
I-
leadership.
These
Oh,
threes.
It's happening again.
Okay, then I get 7.
It's happening again.
7 to 9 do standard damage and
Whoa, whoa,
pick
whoa! You
2.
rolled a 3 and you got a 7?
Yeah, I have a 3 dex and then you're +1.
Dear
Oh.
Lord.
Yeah.
I thought you failed the +1.
No,
It's a different thing.
The
Oh.
commanding shout I
So he
failed, but my
basically-
leadership, I gave you guys all a +1 moving
Oh.
forward.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So we're gonna go with the targets
Yeah,
unable to
I
engage.
think we
in-
have not mentioned this enough. His
Oh,
character
yeah.
is by far the most powerful character at
Sure,
this
sure,
table.
sure,
Like
yeah.
people don't realize the effectiveness of a character that buffs other characters.
Yeah.
It is such a force
Yeah.
multiplier. It is insane. I prepared much differently for games that you're here for than ones
Than
that
ones
you're
that you're not.
Yeah, it's very same with Steven actually,
Really?
because well, when there's not a healer, I'm like, oh boy, a lot of things can happen here.
True.
So
Last week,
Absolutely.
we got
Sislak knows
pretty
what he
close to
does.
getting rough, and we didn't even do that much last week.
it was the fights were much less challenging than normal, and it was real hairy.
Okay, so he's going to be unable to engage in combat, and he's going to drop something useful. And
Well,
then
he already did that.
Yeah.
Gonna drop the rock earlier.
Right.
He's gonna pick it up again and drop it on you.
7, 9,
Okay.
plus 1 piercing. If that-
It does matter, in fact. Okay.
Come on, Haki.
Not quite. So you shoot the giant, and all you can hear is, "Oh no!" And then the giant just falls over backwards onto his back. Looks like he isn't dead yet, but he's not getting up. So Haki, there's one on the left, one on the right next to Sislak.
I'm going to try to take my troll strength
nice.
stance. Oh,
Do your thing.
okay.
Yes.
And I
Nailed it.
definitely succeeded
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tie some of my cloth cuffs together to make like a rope. And I
Are
want
you
to
about
like
to
jump
AKA this?
down onto try and loop it around his neck and kind of sort of like put my legs into his back and sort of suplex him down onto the ground.
Okay.
Sort of a deal.
So I gotta say, that is something that would normally require, I think, a couple of defy danger rolls.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
very challenging. Good news is Matt 510 just gave you Spidey sense,
Yes!
so I'm not gonna make you roll any defy danger rolls at all for that.
Matt, you're like our favorite.
Right?
Yeah. So
We love you.
Yeah. So Matt is hooking you up. So yeah, you
Garbage people
successfully.
take a lesson from Matt.
So yeah, Haki just runs around the side, climbs up. Yeah, you successfully.
No, I'm I want to jump off my carpet.
Oh,
Down
off
onto
of your
the
mat.
dude.
Okay, yeah, and you do a full flip as you're doing it.
Yeah.
right behind him,
I
feet
go
into his back.
You're under arrest.
Okay, yeah.
You know, as you do, you're
As you
arresting
do.
someone, so you choke him to death.
Fine. And you
no.
gave me +1. No, the
middle
wrong,
one.
different guy.
Yeah, for selling Lucy's.
So it's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so 8. Yeah, you absolutely successfully get you're garroting this giant. Roll your damage.
Oh, I need a D12.
Oh, have the big one.
You roll D12.
Oh
for
no, I'm
damage?
sorry. I'm in a D10, not a D12.
I mean, that's still good.
yeah.
7.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Jeez.
11,
dog.
baby.
Is it my
Is that
D10?
piercing?
No
No.
piercing.
It's still a lot of damage.
Yeah, that is.
baby.
Okay.
So as
Yes.
as you do that, this giant is struggling amazingly. Haki is less than half the size of this giant, and it is just struggling to get Haki off. There is obviously inner strength that is powering this move, and the giant realizes there's just no chance of knocking Haki off. So the giant just falls backwards onto his back with you underneath.
Sure.
So you can make a defy danger roll, which I guess you don't have to do.
Your rules.
So he falls backwards onto Haki, but Haki just very nimbly just winds around, and now the giant is on the ground on his back, and you're standing on the giant's chest.
Yeah, boy.
Just standing
Yeah,
over the
boy.
giant.
Boy,
So that's
Matt.
You're under arrest.
My boy Matt, you are under arrest.
yep. And that's
Son.
that. All right, so I think that's our round. So next round, so the giant that is still standing on the side takes his huge bone club and just swings it around in a wide swath against you two. I guess you're close enough that he can hit both of you. You backed up, and you're both ranged. So both of you only need to make me a defy danger roll.
Wait, does this Spidey sense last the entire round?
The entire encounter.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, I don't know what I got, but feel like throwing
Adrenaline.
something.
You've got the
at me.
adrenaline.
Yeah, you've
junkie.
got your
Oh.
cocaine thing.
Yeah,
You're
I rolled
fine.
fine. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Those D6 like you.
Wow. Yeah. Really.
He's
good
got
roll.
spider sense. You've got cocaine sense.
Yeah. I'm going to a Miami Vice themed party tonight. Excited.
So yeah, just a reminder for chat. Spidey Sense is this really cool thing that Max has going right now, which was donated for, which is really neat. You can donate to Alyssa for double tap to give her critical damage on her next gunshot. You can donate for Yenin to automatically defile on the next spell that he casts at no cost.
All right.
And yeah, at no cost. That's the important part.
Yeah.
You can donate for Adrenaline Junkie so that Sizzlack can get jacked up without the normal penalties for getting jacked up. And then lastly, you can remove all debilities or damage from Steven with Secret of the Ooze. So anytime Steven is in danger, remember that you can save him very easily.
And
Very,
he's in
very
danger quite often.
More,
Really?
well, the thing is, more often than all of the rest of you combined, I
Yeah.
think.
I
For sure.
how many times have you guys died?
I've only
I've
had the
died
one.
once.
I've only had the one.
You've had like at least 3 or 4, right?
I'm up to 4.
yeah. So yeah.
We're on borrowed time.
I really am.
Really?
It's crazy how much you have been saved. Like your character shouldn't exist.
No.
And I don't mean shouldn't be alive. I mean should just be poof.
Well,
Like with all the craziness that's gone on with your character.
He's not had a good time.
I've met a death god in a universe that the gods abandoned, and my eyes were scooped out with an ice cream scoop.
Yeah.
And no, it was a melon baller.
It was a
Melon
melon
baller.
baller. Yeah, let's make sure
And-
Right.
canonically.
Oh, I apologize. And now I
This guy.
have eyes of fire. Oh, and sometimes I vomit up sentient black goo.
Yep, all that is true.
I am an abomination.
But you're our abomination.
You know, the
Oh,
thing
we
is,
love it.
And you're hiding
Thank
a
you.
secret from me.
each individual thing that I, because let's be real, I've done this to you, and I'm sorry, Steven. Each individual thing that I've done, to me, didn't feel that bad, that
At the
mean
time?
at the time. And when you list all of them off, it's like, oh boy, I have really picked on Steven this game way more than is fair. But, you know, what do you do?
You killed
All
his
right, so we
boyfriend.
got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say. First of all, not my boyfriend. All right. It's just
They
someone
weren't
who's dear
putting
to me.
labels on it
They
yet.
were
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
boys who were friends.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's quit with the toxic masculinity, guys.
Steve had some beautiful songs about some beautiful adventures. I don't want to talk about it right now. So we've got all 3 of them are still alive, right?
Yeah, one of them looks like the one in the middle that got hit by the gunshot looks like it's not going to be participating.
It's ready
Yeah, I
to
was
be
gonna say
arrested.
he can't do shit.
Yeah.
So
He's
I
not his age.
now after that last one just swung at me, I'm like, good job everybody taking down that middle one. Let's get Lefty over here. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Yeah.
Shit.
There we go.
Wow, yeah. There you go.
All right. So 12. So I get 4 holds, so everybody can have one.
Nice.
Jesus.
You all get a D6 to damage. Nobody needs health, right?
No.
No.
All right. Everybody gets a D6 to damage.
Nice.
Wow.
And then
I missed those.
I'm gonna do a little hack and slash. 8, 9, 10. Sweet. And I get a +1 piercing. And my hack and slash is what again? D6. Yeah.
Yeah.
3. +1 piercing.
+1 piercing. Okay.
Oh, you don't get a D6 yourself?
No, that's just my.
Yeah,
my
he can
thing that
only
I
give it to other
you
people.
guys.
Okay.
I mean, he effectively though just did, his 3 damage and then an additional 4d6 damage once
Yeah.
you use his dice.
sure.
Like once I actually think about the damage you're doing, it's like, oh, this is
Immense.
bananas. Absolutely bananas.
I could do 27 damage.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
correct
Sweet
way. That's how I
Jesus.
should have said it. This shit is bananas. But you're our resident Gwen head.
You know me, guys. I'm a Harajuku girl, you know.
It's true.
I mean, I wish it worked out with
You
like
actually
Sheldon,
do
I'm
have a
gonna be
lot in
honest.
common with her as far as your love of Japanese culture. That is,
Yeah.
you have that in common.
Hey! He didn't choose the weeb life. The weeb life chose him.
And they
The
were
struggle is real.
and they were both married to the lead singer of Bush for a time.
I was.
That's
a good point.
Gavin Rosdale.
Dude.
Yeah.
You both dated the
It
guy
was
from
weird,
Real Big
like-
Fish.
When
Allegedly.
Gavin would come by, and I'd be like, I don't really see it, but there was something there.
Yeah.
I really wish you two could have worked it out.
Yeah. You know, I was out of his league,
Yeah.
but I slum it. I slum it from time to time. I slum it.
You date up. It's happened.
So
I admit it.
as these two giants are looking in, one is completely hardy and hale, and the other one is actually
Did I not do any
substantially.
damage to the one on the left?
damage.
This armor.
You did do damage to it.
Oh, okay.
But it took 9 damage from Haki before that, and then took 2 damage from you.
No. The one I attacked is the one that has not been damaged at all.
Oh, at all?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
fix
the
that
one
then.
that,
That's the one you're
sword
talking
I was gonna say the
squad.
other-
That's the one I'm telling you
Oh,
about.
I understand now.
Yeah.
So before that, though, so still that one looks like he's in very good shape. The other one looks
scratched him.
exactly, but so both of them though kind of look a little nervous. So they realize that this might actually this fight now is maybe not going their way. So they both just rage. They both just like scream. Their eyes get bloodshot. Their veins start
Thank you,
popping out.
Whoever that is.
Yeah. Thank
That
you,
would be
whoever that was.
Kiganis.
Of course it is.
Kiganis.
Yeah,
Kiganis
of course it is.
decides to
He
buff the
giveth and he
giants.
taketh away.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
he
We are.
is a true sorcerer king.
We
in
are
his-
all-
It was
in
because
his-
I was salty about meeting you, wasn't
in
it?
his wielding of power over us.
Yep. I mean, we are all just playthings for chat. At the end of the day.
Mongo only pawn in Game of Life.
Yeah, but this is my shooting hand.
So it looks like not only did they're wearing like kind of patchwork armor, not that impressive, but as they both rage, it looks like it's got some sort of psionic focus to it because you can actually see their skin turn leathery from head to toe, and their skin actually gets toughened. So it's going to be even harder to punch through their armor now. On top of that, you can sense that they have some sort of psionic force field around them that even probably will be reducing the amount of magic damage they take.
And this is to all 3 of them?
The one that is unconscious doesn't really seem to affect.
Got it.
Well, let's see if I can't put a hole in that guy that Sizzlack just attacked with magic missile. Don't lose the spell. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice.
And then, let's see, so that's 2, 5, 6 damage.
Sorry, one
damage.
sec.
Magical
Magical damage.
Magic.
Okay. 6 damage, you said?
Yep.
So it doesn't punch completely through the force
Well,
field.
then I defile. No.
Well, you have that option. You have that option. Okay, so that you were attacking the one Sizzlack commanded you to attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that one looks like it's a little, more hurt now.
that's
Still
not-
not as badly hurt as the one Haki was attacking.
So
I'm gonna
11.
shoot the one that.
The one that
Sizzlack and
you're
Yenin.
doing as you're told by the person who's higher in command than you. Got it.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Good roll.
Bitchin'.
Big roll. The roll.
That's 12 for you,
Did that
right?
get you a grit?
Yep. That gets me a grit.
True grit.
True grit.
True grit.
Trugrit.
Marsha Cockburn.
7, 10, 12.
I really liked.
I'm
Marshall Cockburn.
I use Ticonderoga pencil.
Great, nailed it.
Cut, print,
What was your
Emmy.
total?
12 plus 1.
Well, I'm the beef, and I'm all about paper mate. In Texas, we use paper mate.
I don't have to shoot any more of these commercials. I gotta go home. I gotta go
Oh
home.
shit.
Oh no.
No, you guys will be fine with this. Okay, so Kiganis activates all the players' cool abilities. So
What?
You've got Adrenaline Junkie. We're gonna hold yours in reserve.
Thank you.
You are gonna defile on your next spellcast, and you have double
Double
tap,
tap.
and you have Spidey Sense already.
Already had it, bro.
I should clarify. Do we need to hold that in reserve? A second Spidey Sense in reserve for him?
You paid for it.
It's only fair.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna hold yours in reserve for an
Appreciate
opportune
it.
moment, and yeah, yours will be the next encounter we have. Listen, there's a siege going on in the city. I do not anticipate any more combat after this.
I just imagine.
Absolutely not.
After this, you just take off into the crowd and just start punching, and like nobody can hit you.
Yeah, just jumping, just like sliding under people.
That is
Max-
some
Max
Matrix
is-
bullshit.
Max is gonna find a loophole where it's like, well, I'm just never gonna leave encounters, so my Spidey sense is always on. Like as soon as combat ends, he just punches Sizzlack right in the head.
He's just gonna,
We're still in an encounter because I just punched Sizzlack in the head.
he's gonna be just straight like.
That's fine, because I don't mind. I don't feel anything right
It's
now.
old.
Hit me. Somebody hit me. Hit me. Hit me.
What was your? What was
Oh,
your? Your dude who always cut himself.
Oh yeah, Thokrosh.
Thokrosh. That's the
Yeah.
whole Thokrosh method.
Oh,
It's like,
God,
there's
yeah.
no one to fight. Attack myself.
You know,
I showed up after
Gotta stay in
Thokrosh,
Berserker.
so
Oh, you did? Yeah, were you?
You
not?
missed.
I was here for Stabby Stabby No Parents.
Yeah.
Cuddy Cuddy knows
Cuddy,
there.
no.
Oh, speaking of which, actually, I want to derail real quick because I was going to do this at the beginning of stream, but I forgot. A friend of ours that we play with, who will be on season 2, and you'll get a chance to see, chat. His name is Jordan. He had a cleric that he played in a home game of ours. Whatever. It was a fun, funny character, and he asked me a while back, like, about a character portrait because he was like, this is a character that I've had more fun playing than anything I've played in a long time. I kind of want a character portrait. And he's like, do you know anybody that does anything like that? I was like, honestly, I definitely don't. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that would be able to do that. And then a friend from another stream, Tom Lommel, was like, hey, dummy, you definitely do know somebody that can do that. And it's Brian F. Patterson from D20 Monkey. And he made the most amazing character portrait for Jordan's character, Cuddy Cuddy No Parents, that I have ever seen.
Wow.
I don't have it with me
awesome.
today. I'll make sure to bring it next week or something and show people how amazing it is. So if you don't already follow D20 Monkey on Twitter or read his comic strip on his website, then change your approach to life.
Change your ways.
Change your ways. Do that.
Repent, sinner.
And definitely follow him and give him money. I think he's selling merch again soon. I think his store is coming back up in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out. I have a shirt that I bought from him, and he's just got a lot of.
Patreon.
Oh yeah, Patreon, of course. Yeah, I'm a backer of his Patreon. So yeah, definitely go to his Patreon and throw a few bucks his way every month because he is a great artist. And also, I follow him on Twitter, and he just keeps it real. He's a good dude.
Just followed him on Twitter.
Awesome. Yeah. So sorry to kind of derail there. I meant to do that at the beginning, and
Is
I
he on
completely
Instagram
spaced on
too?
it. I don't know if he's. I don't do
I couldn't find
Instagram.
it.
I don't know what that. I mean, I know it's pictures. But
I mean, it seems like it would be a good place for somebody.
who's
Well,
an
it seems like
artist,
something
yeah.
you wouldn't hate. I'm going to be honest.
Seems like what?
It seems like one of the social media platforms, probably the other social media platform, you just wouldn't hate.
Yeah, I feel like I would like Instagram. I just don't really. It's one of those things where it's like
It's a platform it's
Yeah.
what you make of it. It's like you got to follow the right Instagram accounts for people's dogs, like the dogs that you care about, like not
The
just
cosplay that you want, not the
Dogs of
cosplay you
IG.
deserve.
And the cosplay dogs.
And the cosplay dogs.
I assume there's there's bear and goat accounts, right? Like there's
I mean,
pictures
yeah.
of goats and bears.
Yeah, but
No, that's
Guaranteed
mostly
that
what I
there-
follow.
guarantee
there
that
there is,
are.
but really
good.
the only account you need is Yogurt the Pirate, the one-eyed dog whose tongue is too big to fit in its mouth.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I already love it. I don't even need to. I love this dog.
This is what he looks like.
Yeah.
I love it.
And he just lives his life like that.
I should get on Instagram, guys. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the leap.
Hooray!
All right, so
Back to this fight.
yeah, I'll hold
This
on.
stream
let's-
brought to you by Instagram.
Yeah, let's kill the stream and watch me create an account. But I'm gonna do it on my phone so you can't even see me do it.
a giant.
All right, yeah, kill a giant.
Cool.
Kill a giant.
Isn't it? Did you attack?
I wrote down
Yeah,
her
you
damage.
did.
Yes.
How much damage did you do again?
Top
12.
load.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
a butt ton.
Butt tud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I am spider sensed up, I want to try and
Do
run.
things
I
that would
wanna
normally be
fucking-
very challenging.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm legit. I want to try and run up this a giant's leg and
Yeah.
punch him in the face.
Okay.
I don't want to punch him in the leg or
Yeah.
on. I want to run up his side, run up his leg. Or his club, if he's swinging his
Yeah.
club, I want to jump on that club, I want to run up that club, and I want to punch him in the
So
Okay,
he
face.
just took a swing at you. The other one took a swing at you, the one I want you to attack, with
Yeah.
his club and missed.
Yeah.
So you could totally jump on that club, and as it comes back up, jump off of it and hit him in the face.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I want
Yeah.
to do.
So normally you'd make a defy danger roll to avoid him attacking with his club.
Yeah.
Then you would need to make a defy danger roll to dexterously run up a living thing, and then I would let you make your attack. But instead, I don't get to do any of that, and you just get to make your attack.
Yeah.
This is some anime bullshit.
Some awesome anime bullshit.
That's not a complaint.
And that is that's an 11.
Yeah, great. The thing is, when I gave Max the Spidey sensibility, I didn't think of it being used in this way. It was more like avoiding fireballs and stuff. I didn't think about like, oh, now he can do all that anime bullshit that I would normally like make it more difficult for him to do.
What song is playing? What theme song?
It's the My Hero Academia like battle theme that's playing like the plus ultra like
Nice.
See, my default would have been Dragon Ball Z, but like the Japanese one.
Sure, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. 12 damage.
All right,
That was Mega
so
Man.
wow, that's a lot of damage too.
Oh god.
I meant like the ending credits one, like where they're like where Gohan's running on the dragon.
I would have gone I would have done the
Okay,
Code
so
Geass thing.
that giant is still alive after the gunshot and that punch. It is still alive. It is on its last legs, which you would have killed it a couple points over, but one, it has much tougher armor now, and it also has more hit points than it had before. But the amount of damage you've done to this thing is like, I mean, it's more than you've done to any.
King damage.
Well, yeah, it's not quite, but yeah, it's more damage than you've done to anything in this game, short of a Sorcerer King, and it is.
Ooh, you know what?
standing.
I didn't roll my d6.
Oh goddamn!
Oh, yes. Do it.
And down.
Okay.
Good job, team. I'm glad you followed my commands.
Okay, who's next?
I don't know.
So that one's dead.
That one's dead.
How dead?
We've got unconscious
I mean,
So I run up the
Punch
side,
his
I
leg.
punch him in the face, he falls to the ground, and he goes, rah! And then I go,
Yeah, you actually
Punch
finish.
him
You're
again.
under arrest.
yeah, let's throw a cuff.
Yeah, the first
Like kill him with the
Cuff on
cuffs.
the first punch was actually like a throat punch,
Yeah.
and then the second punch on the ground you just knocked him out.
yeah.
You did that creature took 30 points of damage. That is so much damage.
Yeah, baby.
I got heart palpitations.
That was
Yeah.
That was the one on the left.
That-
18
that was
damage
actually the
from
one
this.
on the
Definitely
right.
Oh, the right.
The most
Yeah.
Well, I don't
damage
know
I've
which
ever
way
done
they
to
are.
It's okay. It's
something.
not doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
18 damage.
So the one on the left is on the ground still.
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah, and the middle one is knocked out,
Knocked out, essentially.
and the one on the right is dead.
Correct. Well, incapacitated, right?
I just knocked him down. He wasn't.
You're
that's
not
the one
going for a
talking about.
killing blow.
Oh well, that time I guess I did. I didn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, I think my default is I'm not trying to kill him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like.
That's. I
brain
feel like
him.
most of the time you're trying to bring somebody to justice.
Yeah,
You're not trying to
exactly.
kill.
I'm
just
okay
like,
with killing
I'm
him.
just like
always,
in my mind, I'm
always
like
trying to
he'll
kill
wake
someone. I have
up.
guns, like
Yeah.
I love
trying
it.
to like keep it.
It's like a hobby at
Stupid
this
head is
point.
like
At
he'll
this
wake
point,
up
I think
knowing
you should
that he
double
did something
tap
wrong.
the two that are on the ground. Just put them both
Stand
dead.
next to them.
Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, it's everybody's gone, right?
I haven't.
Oh, go knock out that last one.
All right, I'm gonna drop the darkness bubble because no point.
Yeah. Doesn't do you get any more?
Going to use magic weapon.
Okay.
That is a
Good roll.
success.
Nice.
Are those new dice?
Yeah, they're from the Sorrow of the Sea Kickstarter. I forgot I had them.
That's really cool.
So
dragons.
that is
Yeah, little dragons. Little dragons.
1d8. Oh, no, I got to roll to hit.
Yeah. Got a hack and slash.
I can't read it.
5.
3, 5. That is a 6.
A 6 total.
Did I get that one?
That's a different one.
Yep.
Okay. So you.
I get experience points.
So your magic weapon though activates properly, right?
Uh-huh.
So you go running in with your flaming fiery weapon, and you swing down at the giant on the ground, and the giant just like catches it and just pushes you back, and you go flying back like 20 feet. You're gonna take the giant's regular damage, 2d10, higher of the two.
Alrighty.
But he's got secret of the use.
That's true. You do have secret of the use.
So-
2. Nice.
That's a
Higher of the two.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that 0 is a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
forget that. I'm like, 0, yay! Oh, 0,
Oh,
no.
no.
0, no.
I go flying back. I land face first. I skid for a good while. There's like a trail of Alden behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys.
Face bits on the ground.
Yeah.
You're just like
I'm very
face-
exfoliated.
like feet up in the air, face scratching on the
Yeah.
ground.
So instead of actually, so he grabs a hold of your weapon, and instead of pushing you back, he
I got
actually-
shot put in.
Yeah. Well, no, he actually throws you behind so that you go face first, and you're just face skidding for 20 feet into the ground. And you guys see, so this trench that's been dug into the ground from him being thrown is a scorched, bloody trench.
Yeah.
From his fire eyes and just blood from your face from being skidded against the ground for 20 feet. It is real gross.
Real gross.
Real
That's
gross.
real gross.
I stand up, just blood, ooze, viscera,
Fire.
Dirt.
I'm terrifying.
You had a
Yeah,
rough
Emma just
night.
literally has her guns and she turns and she's just like, gross. It's like turns back.
Out and get your shit together.
Still on the mat, by the way. Like something in the air.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have not dismounted.
No.
Why would she?
I'm tall now.
Yeah.
For the first time, you're actually looking all these people in the eye.
I'm like, oh my god, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so who's up?
All right. I guess commanding shout. Nope, that is not a 6. Wait, it's a
5.
yeah, that's a 6. So that does not happen. So I get experience.
Ooh.
I turn to say,
I love how you fell roll, like, I get experience, but I fell
Oh,
roll,
trust
I,
me,
I lose my
about
face.
to use this. Okay, so what do you? Go ahead and give me whatever you
yeah.
do.
So I turn and I say, I mean, it looks like there's only one, and then I see something like sparkly, and so I stop mid-sentence. And that's why I fail. I'm like, oh, it looks like there's only one. Oh, what's that?
Okay, so
It's whatever the useful thing was that the other fucking giant dropped.
Yeah,
You're like,
no,
ooh.
it's a coin.
so as that happens, you see Sislak do that, and you're like, Jesus Christ. You realize like he is just unreliable. Like, I mean, he's inspiring, whatever, but like you're gonna need to do this yourself. Like you're not gonna get any help from anywhere else. It's got to be on you. So you gain advantage, Aodan.
Oh.
I don't know who that's courtesy of, but you have advantage. That's okay.
Keeganis.
Keeganis.
Oh.
So Keeganis gives Aodan advantage. So
Take it away
um,
and give it.
so yeah, you can on any roll going forward today, you can pluck out one of those d6s you don't like and roll it again.
Fantastic.
So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Keeganis.
And then I'm going to turn and hack and slash.
Okay.
After I was like,
okay.
oh, what was I saying? All right, this guy.
Yeah.
And then I charge. And I get a that's strength, right? 11.
Okay.
Well, 12.
Right?
Because I get +1 forward.
So as you
Oh, that's why I got distracted, because I'm just thinking of so many things right now.
It's
Ugh,
your adrenaline.
ugh.
So unfortunately, because your adrenaline rush isn't really causing this problem, but you are maybe it's affecting your leadership skills because you're like so jacked up that you're not really as charismatic or as
Oh, I'm very charismatic right now. I'm super charismatic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys, I have so many ideas.
So charismatic.
So many great ideas.
Guys, listen. Guys, listen. Guys, listen. Hey,
It's like that. Dad, look at me. Dad, you're not looking. Dad.
Okay, the problem is though,
Anybody want to pick up these giants? Let's just pick up a giant, huh?
because of that, the giant just realizes that you are not an alpha, and is like, oh, he was just pretending to be an alpha.
Oh, how dare you.
And just stands up and just comes smashing down with his club as you hack and slash him because of your previous failure. So, roll your damage. Oh no.
One. Piercing.
Alright, now roll me the giant's damage, 2d10. Take the higher of the two.
Can I have a D10?
Oh, here you go. Oh, never mind.
What is it? No. Besides, I know how yours roll. I know
That's
that.
a good point. Yeah, your dice are preternaturally disposed to roll high.
6 and a 7. Awesome.
Okay, so you take 7 damage.
7 minus 2.
Should have kept the 4.
Should have. All right, I am hurting a little bit. I'm at half.
Okay, who's next?
I'm
New
gonna
round, right?
shoot-
It is a new round, yes sir.
Okay.
I will shoot the giant that's left. Yes, 11.
12.
12.
Even getting hit, I still managed to do stuff.
Yep.
13. Plus
13.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely still up.
All right. I still have my magic weapon.
Yep.
I'm missing half my face. I'm gonna hack and slash.
All right. So you guys just see Aodan get tossed 20 feet behind you, and Aodan just very calmly and slowly, with the magic weapon just down at his side, not even raised, just walks up and takes a swing at the giant. I mean, pretty badass.
Yeah.
And from behind him too.
Yeah.
I'm using my advantage.
Good call.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's
Yeah,
an
boy.
11.
Nice. Much better than the 5 or 6
Yes.
you were looking at.
Yes.
Does 12 do anything for you?
No, my burning brand does though. If I get over a 10.
Okay.
So
making
that's,
sure, 'cause I've got you get
D8.
another
If it
+1.
does it for me. when it's
D6 from you, and a D4 from my magic weapon. Anything else I'm forgetting?
Oh wait, I didn't double tap. We'll save it for the next one.
You, we'll see what happens.
That is
A lot.
13 damage.
Okay.
Magic plus 1 piercing plus fire.
Yeah, that's so much damage. And it is also enough for it to go down. So remember, you have your double tap.
Double tap. I will write it down.
I'm mad.
For sure, remember you have your double tap, actually.
Damn it.
What? We just killed them.
Could someone hand me a Diet Coke? I'm gonna need it for this.
Okay, so XP. Thank you.
I was supposed
XP
to
is
go.
overrated.
Thanks, Eric.
Oh.
XP is overrated. That's mean.
What? Do I magically have disadvantage now? Do I have to reroll?
No, it's not. It's not.
Just a dig at chat.
Yeah, right. Okay, so actually, as the last giant goes down, several of
little
Krulis's Templars
Huh?
that were focusing on the city, see this going on, and they kind of started moving towards you before, but they just now arrived. So 5 Templars, 5 of Krulis's soldiers with the stone arms just show up. So thank you, XP is overrated, for adding fights too easy.
Okay. So Yenin sees them coming and casts Fireball at them.
Okay, good call.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I assist with a flame strike?
I don't really
You
need
can
it.
separately
Okay.
cast a flame strike
Yeah,
if you like.
because I'm defiling for free on this.
Oh, right.
branch.
You can do that.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Come on, Templars.
So I roll?
Just roll the spell. I just want to see what happens.
Okay.
See if there's a failure.
4, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, cool. So you drop a fireball. Roll the damage for that.
Okay, that's
This is going to be so much damage. Just don't. I'll deal with the multiplier.
6.
Okay, so they're all still up after that, but you hit all 5 of them with a defiled fireball. And I think I've decided that when you defile with fireball, just meteors come streaking out of the sky. So there's just like half a dozen meteors that strike all around these troops, knocking them to the ground. None of them hit directly, so they all are able to survive this ridiculous amount of damage. They all stand up and then scatter about. So you can flame strike, but you're only going to be able to hit 2 in any one clump after that, Steven.
Okay.
So if you want to, you can try and flame strike 2 of them.
Oh, great.
Are we on
Update the
a
Instagram.
different?
Yeah, we're on a new round, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, let's hold that and go to Haki before I have Steven go again. So five soldiers are now attacking you.
Oh God! Oh jeez.
Oh jeez,
Oh,
what am I gonna
jeez.
do? I
Oh,
think I'm
jeez.
gonna punch one of them in the face.
That sounds like something Haki would do. That's pretty in
I don't know,
character.
doesn't it?
I'm sorry about this.
Oh no.
Okay, I say I turn to them and I go, "Stop in the name of the Free City Tier. You're all under arrest."
Legendary free city tier.
You gotta say the whole thing. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Oh boy. Yeah, Yenin really is attached to that legendary part.
It's part of the brand.
It really, yeah. You've branded the city. Really
You're
well.
wanted
The
for
legend,
crimes
wait for it,
against
dare you,
humanity.
city of True.
If you won't come quietly, then we'll have to take you by force. This force. And then I run up and I punch him in the face.
Fist force.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah. Whichever one looks the biggest and meanest.
The Delta Force, and also the Tricep Force.
Bicep force. Yeah, one of them is very clearly an officer.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Ahead of
8,
the other
9,
4.
10.
Nice. Oh, I just made that guy an officer, and I don't know if he's going to survive being an officer.
Oh boy, it's my first
Oh,
assignment.
poor guy.
Right.
Ooh,
Man.
14 damage.
Okay, so
His
we
head just like explodes.
okay, so we cut to or we flash back to earlier this morning when this soldier was like just really green. Okay, so this soldier is just clean baby faced.
Yeah.
There's this like
this is-
dramatic music in the back, like.
Yeah, and like as they're assaulting the walls of Tyr, they're just losing soldiers left and right on both sides. Like it's just this bloody fight. And at one point, he's like, "Who's in charge? Who's in charge?" And one of the other soldiers looks at him. You are now. He's like, "What? Okay." And he actually miraculously sets up a retreat to actually save the soldiers in his unit, so the 5 of them are able to get out.
It's like
they get back to
bleeding from the face,
bleeding.
like
they get back.
slow motion.
They get back to camp, and his commanding officer is like, "Okay, we're gonna put you towards the back, soldier. You earned yourself some R&R today. Today is gonna be an easy day for
In
you."
the back, we're gonna put you on giant duty.
Yeah, you're just gonna be on giant duty. Just watch the giants and make sure that they're throwing rocks at the city. Just as long as they're throwing rocks at the city, that's all you have to do. Don't worry about anything else. And then the giants die, and they're like, "All right, well, we got to go deal with this and see what's going on with the giants." And then back to Haki right in the face, and he just collapses to the ground.
Aw.
So that's his story. Who's next? Sorry, Yenin
So,
already.
are we
Oh, but
back
that was
to-
part of last round.
Yeah, that was still the last.
So yeah, we're back
Let's
at the top.
All right, so how many of them are left?
There are 4.
4.
No officers.
um,
Yeah, the 4 officers look at each other. Oh, nice. Okay.
should I wait for that? Nice.
Do your thing. It's not going to affect what you're
Okay.
choosing to do right now.
Commanding shout.
Do you think you're fucked anyway?
Right.
Way to go, Haki and Yenin.
I mean, yeah,
You're doing great work. I appreciate it.
I
Now
tore
let's-
out chunks of the sun and brought it to the
I know.
ground.
Let's get the rest of these rabble rousers and teach them what it means to mess with the legendary free city of Tyr. Or not.
You are so incoherent right now.
I know.
do not know
Those-
what you're saying.
Those trugs are just really messing with my rolls.
It's like you think you're being really intense, but it like cuts back. Has anyone seen Smiley Face?
No.
No,
It's really funny.
but I've been high and
Wow.
been incoherent and unaware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Anna Faris, like
we all
imagining
have.
she's giving this like intense speech, and it cuts back, and she's like, "Yeah, and like with like the thing and like this." It's really funny.
Okay, so couple of things. Let me get. What was your deal? What'd you just do?
I yelled some gibberish that I thought said something commanding, and then sat down.
So just
I just sat down.
Like, whew,
okay, just
got dizzy in the
yeah.
middle of it.
Just a quick,
like,
a quick clarification. Then, just fail.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So as you do that, an arrow, just like a stray arrow
Oh, God.
from the legendary free city of Tyr, which was fired way too far, flies out of the city and just nails you, like right in the chest.
I can't defy danger.
No, you can't. You failed hard, my friend. So you are going to take a D8 damage.
Okay, can I get a D8?
No, you don't want mine.
Man, I am rolling.
That's a lot of damage. All right, so you take that much damage. You can reduce it by armor.
Yeah,
With
and
armor.
my being around allies, so down 2, so 4. So I am hurting, guys.
Okay. Thank you to Blue Water Baron for adding fights too easy.
Thanks, Blue Water.
Dear Lord.
Blue Water Baron has done a lot of stuff with Barkies as well. I'm really glad to see that name.
Keeps doing this.
So, all right, let me deal with that in a moment. But in the meantime, so as you know what? So actually, you see 3 what look like small skiffs, like boats, come just zooming in from.
You say boats?
Yeah.
He
Like
did.
out of the sky.
From well, they're
Sandboats?
They're like
Sand boats?
sandboats.
Oh, okay.
They're like the ones that are psionically operated over in the Silt Sea. They call
My
it,
God,
which
they're
is
sandbenders.
Sandbenders.
yeah, they're sandbenders. Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Psionic sandbenders. So 3 of these sandbenders come over from the Silt Sea, or clearly have made a very long journey from the Silt Sea.
I was like, isn't the Silty like
It
across
is
the world?
across the world, but I don't care because it's the most apropos thing for Blue Water Baron. So, 3 piratey-looking motherfuckers just come into the battle, and they don't get to attack yet, but they're present. At the same time, you just see way over on the walls, you see a Death Knight, and the Death Knight, like, they're, a couple hundred yards away, but for some reason, Sizzlack, you can just feel their presence, and you lock eyes with this Death Knight. The Death Knight just looks directly at you, grabs the soldier next to him, just strangles the life out of him, throws him over the wall, and you heal 7 hit points.
I like these Death Knights. We're going to be just fine.
Thank you, Kiganis, for giving a heal to Sizzlack.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sizzlack needed that bad.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can get back to normal. Whatever
Wait,
whatever the
how
state
is
of
that
normal
normal?
is
Yeah.
I just want to
now.
be clear that it's these fucking boats.
Madness all around
like
us.
come. Like,
They're clearly
these fucking
hostile to
pirates
you.
come like floating in. I'm just still standing on,
On
my
your
mat,
mat.
and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
just like
Yup.
ready my gun.
So we have 5 more soldiers.
You have 4 Templars that are now like pretty much toe to toe with you guys,
Uh-huh.
and then 3. Essentially, they're on like similar things as the mats. You have 3 pirates that are in their own individual sand skiffs that are maneuvering to attack you, but aren't like in melee range with you yet.
Great. What are their boats made out of?
Wood.
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
Flame strike.
Flame strike. Okay, you're only going to be able to get one of them with flame strike,
Okay.
but they are, floating off the ground. So probably if you succeed, then they'll fall.
So
Fantastic.
we have 2 of them.
Three
of them.
3 boats and scans.
4.
sand
How many
skiffs.
Templars left? 4.
All right, hold on
lot
a
happening.
minute.
Somebody
No,
else?
no,
Oh my
stop
God,
doing
somebody
things.
else throwing something else at us? Dear Lord.
Okay, all right. No. This is
I need to stick right into Xanax.
all right.
Well, at least we took care of
brought
those
more
giants, am I
beer.
right,
Very
guys?
active
Why
day
didn't
in
I
chat.
bring
It is a
Yeah.
very active day from chat.
I love it.
What?
Right?
Are we raising money for charity or something? Please tell me we are, so I feel a little better about it.
Well, it appears that the charity is to save your ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, so
you.
let's resolve the flame strike, and then I'll get into. That's going to be interesting.
That's a 9, 2d4 damage.
Okay, 2d4 damage. Roll the damage.
Alrighty. That is a 6.
Okay, 6 damage.
6 fire damage, and their boat's on fire.
Yeah, it's not enough to destroy the skiff outright, but they are standing. I mean, they're standing in a burning sand skiff, so they're clearly they have to land it. They're not going to have this one does not have the advantage anymore of flying, which is good, which is real good for you. So it actually, you know what? It actually just crashes to the ground, and the pirate rolls out. The other 2 are still flying.
Does it hit the crater I made earlier?
Yeah, right next to your what I'll call your scorch trench, your blood scorch trench. Okay, with that resolved, Kiganis now donates for every single person at the table to get Leroy Jenkins. All right, so everybody attacks.
Sweet.
We'll just go around the table. Steven, attack again.
Alright. Hack and slash the dude who just fell. That's a 10.
That's
Nice.
a 10, baby.
Sorry about that. D8, D4. That is 5.
Okay.
Burning magical. Plus 1
very-
piercing.
So yeah, you just punch through completely.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, you going for a Templar? Or what are
Yeah,
the stone-armed
definitely a
Templars?
Templar.
Alright.
Yeah. It's a
Really good.
9
Plus 4?
13.
Oh.
For sure, yeah. So you just knock out. So you're literally just like looking for medals or like marks on their uniforms. Like, oh, this is the one that would be promoted next.
Yes.
Done. So now there are 3 stone-armed Templars remaining. You are killing it on damage right now.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
Okay, so you have double tap as well.
I
on
do
this
have
attack.
double tap.
So
And can I expend a grit and shoot 2 of the Templars? The
You
other 2
absolutely
Templars?
can. Sure.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I
10
get
plus,
my
right?
grit back. Yeah.
All right,
So
so
I
you're shooting 2
them.
Templars. Let's see the damage. I will be very. You do so much damage. This is gonna kill them.
Don't forget your double tap.
No. Oh yeah, 6. And my double. I reroll.
Yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me again, Daddy.
6, 10, 11, 13.
That sounds weird when you say it.
It sounds real weird.
Yeah,
It
it
should
does.
sound weird.
I
Right?
I mean, it's weird what anyone says, but when you say it, it's like a special kind of, oh, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah. So you absolutely demolish. Yeah, you execute from like 50 yards away too. Like I don't know if anybody here has fired a handgun before, but to hit
I
something
have.
from 50 yards away with a handgun is impressive.
Yeah.
And you
Especially
just
with
go
ones
boom,
that
boom.
like aren't.
Yeah, they're revolvers.
They're like not put together.
Yeah,
very
they're
well.
like late 19th century revolvers. That is impressive. Just boom, boom.
We
done.
talking cult peacemakers? We talking
I like the Peacemaker.
yeah,
Yeah,
the peacemaker.
yeah.
I would
It
imagine in
looks
this
coolest.
in this world it probably is more of like the
I mean,
the
let's all-
Navy pistol.
They're a little
Let's
like
all pause
steampunky.
and like say how unfortunate it is that like guns are so cool.
yeah.
It's
Like,
it's
it
one of
It
the
is
things- yeah,
genuinely
It
distressing.
really sucks how cool guns are.
yeah.
They are so fucking cool,
If they
and they are
weren't-
so not okay with
I
me.
know. It's
Yeah.
it's a, such a.
It's a real problem.
It's
As me, I agree. As Ember, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah. Ember is a
Unfortunate.
staunch Second Amendment supporter. Ember is
From
like
my
She's like, I don't hurt
cold,
anyone with my
dead
guns.
hand.
Don't
Right.
tread on me.
These are for my protection. I've never hurt anyone with these guns.
Yeah.
I'm a,
Ember's like,
stand
these
my
are-
ground.
right. Ember's like these are defensive weapons. 100% defensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm a responsible gun owner.
These are mostly for hunting.
The most dangerous game.
right.
Yeah.
I carry my concealed carry permit,
Oh, okay.
but they're
cool,
never
cool.
concealed.
Yeah, actually, I was
It's
gonna say.
just like out.
Yeah. Oh shit.
like,
Most of the
carry
time
them.
you're cleaning them when you're not
Yeah.
using them.
We got a magic missile going.
Okay.
And that's at least a 12.
Yeah.
So I'm going to I'm gonna
Double the spell.
yeah, I can
What-
either
what you can. What are the two?
I
things
can
you
max
do?
the damage or I can double the targets. So I can hit 2 people or I can
What's left alive at this
There's
point?
2
one
pirates.
Templar and 2 pirates.
Go for the 2 pirates.
all right. I'll hit both pirates with 5 to each.
Okay. And they don't seem to have any magical resistance, so that just does its full damage. Okay.
So what does Leroy Jenkins do for us again? It just makes us attack?
You get a free attack right then and there.
Gotcha. And I have to use
Hack and slash, or
can I use commanding shout?
No,
No.
that's not an attack. It needs to be something where, like, if you fail, I can do something back.
Leroy Jenkins doesn't do any talking. He comes back from the bathroom
know.
and he runs into
Yeah.
the room.
I
In
know
fact,
how
it
it works.
is upsetting to Leroy how much time they spend talking.
Let's do this.
I always thought he was getting a sandwich.
No, at least he has chicken.
Yeah, he literally, it wasn't like he was
Where's
just,
Leroy?
he was just upset at all the pre-raid banter. Like, why
Also,
are we talking?
I've mentioned this on the stream before when we brought it up. They were in Upper Blackrock Spire. They did not need to spend that much time. I mean, granted,
No.
it is the Dragon Egg Room, which kind of sucks, but still.
But as long as, that's not.
I have no clue.
I don't know.
No clue.
I rolled Snake Eyes.
Mark XP.
Leroy Jenkins!
That's the real Leroy
That's
Jenkins.
the way to do
stuff.
it,
That's-
guys.
It is
that's how you
actually.
roll
You know, I
Leroy
feel like I should
Jenkins.
get double experience for that.
Okay, so
God damn it, Sizzler.
I'm putting the blame squarely on your
yeah.
shoulders for like going into detail.
Sizzlack the Great!
God damn it, Sizzlack. Okay, so
God damn it.
Sizzlack
I
goes.
get up, I pull the arrow out of my shoulder, I break it, and I go, let's do this!
Nice.
And
So
I run at the Templar.
you run at the Templar, and you know what? Roll triple your damage. Roll your damage, but triple it.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't know. Oh God, it's the best I've ever rolled on damage. Because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
15.
15.
Okay, so you run up to the stone-armed Templar, and just you're using a sword or a mace.
My great axe, I believe. Warhammer.
Warhammer. Okay,
Plus
so
one
you
piercing.
so you go up to the Templar and just smash the left stone arm, just demolishing it with your Warhammer, and then you smash the other arm. You kick him in the chest, knocking him back. And then as you stand over him, you just smash him in the head and completely destroy him. And he's completely out of commission now. And you scream, Sizzler! As that happens, it draws the focus of the entire rest of the battalion that is nearby.
Hey.
And you now see 20 of Krulis's troops streaming at you.
It is
Literally 20 of them running at Sizzlack.
So great.
So
Ember just like takes aim at Sizzlack and is like,
yeah, you know, I mean, that would have been a tactically sound choice moments before he did that.
I'm gonna have a callback to our very first stream. We don't have to save them. We can just go home.
Oh, it is. You know what? Here's the problem. At this point, you're cut off. You're cut off. You know, they're like surrounding you now. So, I mean, you could let him die, but the problem is
We're not gonna let him die.
the problem
die.
is he's your leader.
yeah.
He's the one in charge,
Is he?
and I mean, we can all agree that he's in charge.
I'm
We
just
can.
saying, if he dies, we will build him a moderate-sized statue.
We just re-petrify Frank.
I mean, honestly, it would be quicker than building a statue of Sizzlack.
Fair enough.
And just hang a little sign that says Sizzlack on it. Like, people get it.
Why don't we just take Sizzlack's corpse and turn that into a
Hey
statue?
Frank, hold this
Good call.
stone tablet that says Sizzlack for just a moment.
Just one moment.
He's just like, oh, and gets stuck looking at it.
You get like this shitty picture where like one eye is closed and one eye is open. Okay.
I'm not a fan of this.
Yeah, Frankie's with you. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Frankie's
Frankie's
just
there.
been hanging out. He's just like,
Sizzlack, maybe too much on the adrenaline. Okay,
I mean,
Maybe cut back.
maybe cut back.
You
on
need
the
a king
adrenaline.
nectar to sort of even you out.
to even you out. Right. Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit! No.
Okay.
We don't have to make it harder. It's already. I just
We just have like
attacked
20.
a battalion.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We've hit a really weird part of this
So
game.
space,
like, I'm honest.
yeah, it's getting a little batshit today. I love it. So space colonizer, who is the Sorcerer King Krulis, he is donating. Fights too easy. So thank you for
I'm shocked.
donating. So thank you, Space Colonizer, for donating Fights Too Easy. Space Colonizer, thank you for donating Fights Too Easy. Space Colonizer, thank you for donating Fights Too Easy.
can you do
Three
that?
times.
Can you
Three
do that?
Wait, not twice!
Thrice!
Guys, he just got a new job, so he's like kind of.
Yeah, he's doing okay now. He's
that
got
must be
disposable income. That's the issue.
How nice is that?
So, okay, I don't know if you guys remember the last time that his forces attacked the city, but there were these there was a giant stone golem that was like destroying the walls of the city, and you were able to take it down after some trouble. There are 3 of them
Wow.
that are running in with these other 20
For real though.
units.
The
Yeah,
struggle is real.
yeah, Dat Golem though.
Oh my god.
Are we on a new round?
Okay, so
Does
I think
it
we just
matter?
resolved our Leroy Jenkins.
Yes, we
Yes.
did.
So now we can go back to the real round that we were in, which I think Steven was the last one that needed to go, which you did by hacking
So
and
we are,
slashing.
yeah, we're
So
in a
we're
new
at
round.
we're at a new round. So
No, my
anybody-
hack and slash was my Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, but the flame strike was was before
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we're good.
All right, so
Top of the round.
now
Ooh,
we've
boy.
got a battalion of 20.
Yeah, you got to and just just so you know, that battalion of 20 is retroactively not going to be as powerful as the 5 Templars you just fought, and Krulis has some additional troops on the side that we're not gonna worry about. because otherwise,
So right now we've
Yeah.
got 2 pirates that are up, right?
yeah, you've got 2 pirates. You've got the
3.
Templar that you just destroyed. So there's no Templars left. So it's just 20 troops charging in,
And 2
3
pirates.
golems and 2 pirates. Oh boy.
All right, so I think our biggest threat, obviously, are these golems.
Yeah.
So Sizzlack has a little bit of the bloodlust come off of him for a second. Is like, all right, I'm feeling good. Is everybody else feeling good? I feel great. Let's keep this going. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's get these big guys. I don't like the way they're looking at me. You in the middle. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. Come at me, bro. Then I do a commanding shout to everybody.
Okay.
God,
I calmly explained to Frank that this is a problem and we need to talk
I am
about
gonna
it.
have to switch dice. Obviously.
Okay. So you're shouting at the golem in the middle.
Yeah, why not?
That was the focus. That was your goal.
This is me doing.
You're gonna
my-
level up to level
this is
6 real
me
fast.
doing my anime bullshit earlier.
I love it.
running up this golem's staff and punching him in the face.
That's so cool.
I love it.
Are you saving these drawings? Is anybody saving
I've just
these
been
drawings?
leaving them on the
Yeah,
I mean,
table.
I have mine
I think
because I,
have
held on to
one.
mine. I
Yeah.
I think
I didn't think
I
about
like
it.
another one.
I don't know if I still
I think these
have.
guys are
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
all
good,
still
good.
here. They're great.
Yeah, all
Okay,
these
good. Yeah,
guys,
because I
yeah.
just now realized I'm like, oh man, these. It's actually been really
Hold on.
cool having these
Yeah.
little drawings.
I
everywhere.
actually took a picture of this and I uploaded it to the Saving Throw wiki. So it's now you can see there's an article about Yenin and this is the photo.
Yeah, I know. I found
Wait,
this
we
out
have a
recently.
wiki?
We have
Yeah.
wikis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, somebody was like, "You got a Wikipedia page," and I was like, "What?"
What?
And like, I've got one for my truck driver character on an episode of Justified, who is literally in the episode for what 2 minutes.
Yes.
It's a
And
one
he's
and
got a
done.
wiki, and then Sizzlack has a wiki.
That's amazing.
And I'm like,
That's
sweet,
awesome.
I'm on Wikipedia.
Hey, you know what, Justin? I've never gotten a 5 and under, so I think you should be very proud.
I
of-
thank you. I've had a couple
Especially
of them.
because Justified is so good.
Yeah.
I just
such a
thought
good
since
show.
I
So
was a
much
truck
better than my
driver
ABC
who
Family
didn't
Fight.
die,
Here's my
I
question.
assumed I could come back.
Is Justified good, or is Timothy Oliphant good enough to make it
It's
watchable?
It's based on novels written by Elmore Leonard, so it is good.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
But
will,
it still doesn't
but I
mean the
will
show
say,
is
if
good.
you know what, I will say though, yeah, I mean, so much of that is carried by him being
Yeah.
so good,
Yeah.
and then because the truth is, it is basically a police
My
procedural,
wiki
which
says I'm an
99% of the time I do not like.
Well,
I don't like police procedurals, but that show, because it has enough of, I mean, it's a western, like it's a fucking western,
Yeah.
so that draws me in, and then Timothy Oliphant, drew me in. Like
The pres-
without the western and if it was just a police procedural set in the South, I'd be like, fuck this.
No, the whole premise of that show is Timothy Oliphant warns hillbillies he's going to shoot them, and they never believe him.
Yeah, and then he shoots them.
And then
Yeah.
he shoots them.
and he's completely justified
Yeah.
to do so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and they almost always go, "What? You shot me!"
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I was gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, the pilot is that.
Yeah.
The pilot is him coming in and going, "I'm gonna beat you up if you don't leave," and the guy's
Yeah.
like, "What?" And he's like,
We ain't leaving.
Yeah.
"All right."
Yep.
I warned you.
So even if you actually chat, go like afterwards. Definitely go watch like the first 10 minutes of the first episode of Justified, because that is my favorite fucking scene ever. Because it's just they do such a good job shooting it, and it's such a simple scene, but it is just a great scene. Just watching 2 characters sit at a table, and like it from beginning to end, you're just fucking glued to
Yeah.
the screen. It's really good.
And then fast forward to season 3, episode 6, when the guns come out, and watch the first 5 minutes of that episode.
And then turn it
see
off
if
as
there's
soon
a
as
truck driver.
and then turn it off as soon as Justin's not
And
on.
then look up
anymore,
the truck
'cause
driver's Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
Taking
So-
us back to these drawings and Dark Sun.
yeah.
By the way, our
I want
wikis
another
are
drawing.
wildly inaccurate, but Eric's the only one with a picture.
Yeah, well, because
Because Eric
Actually, I think
uploaded
you
it.
yeah,
Eric was the only one who sent
No.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I want another
because
picture. I'll
Dom
have-
sent us, "Hey, send us like your Twitter and like a headshot or something," and I was like, "Okay," and no one else did.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
I
Eric follows.
I don't
the
have a
rest of us.
headshot.
I didn't get that.
I do.
I'm not
I
an
didn't
actor.
either.
Why would I have one?
All right.
I've got
I do. I have
tons.
many.
Yes.
You know, some
Many,
CEOs
many.
have headshots.
Yeah,
Like,
I do business shots.
yeah. That's a
So in
normal
the
thing.
middle of the battlefield, we all sat down for like a cup of tea. and
Yeah,
talked
talked about all that.
our
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
easy there, Gollum.
And time
Sizzlack's
in.
in a bit of a meeting right
The
now.
golem then just starts. The troops kind of fan off to the sides as this center golem steps forward and just starts wildly smashing the ground, and the earth is just shaking underneath you guys. everybody needs to make me a defy danger roll. To
I am
avoid
in the
this.
air.
Yeah, I've not gotten off my carpet. Why would I?
And Max
All
doesn't need to.
Okay, yeah. So you two don't need, and Max says, okay, so you two need to make this defy
Fine
danger.
with me.
You're first, good sir.
6.
What are you add? What's he adding?
Yeah.
What do you think
want
you're
me to
adding? The ground is shaking underneath you. It's you're trying to like stand your ground.
What's your best? Like con?
Am
I could see con.
Strength or
Strength?
con. So.
Yeah, I can see strength, sure.
Charisma. You're just like, fuck you.
Fuck you, ground.
I don't believe the earth moves.
I got a 9.
Okay, that's not as bad as it could be. Roll me the
Oh, I don't have
roll me the
odds,
higher
yeah.
of 2d6.
I would use those green ones because they've been going real
Yeah,
fast.
but they go real bad for me when they're rolling
So-
for me.
The thing is that the green ones just know what would be
Yes.
fucking you.
What would be that?
And 5 is what I rolled.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
gonna
hell
reduce
yeah.
that by my 2.
No armor on this. It's just. I mean, you're just. I mean, it's just like. It's not so much the. Well, yeah, I guess it would be the impact of you hitting the ground. So yeah, armor.
Rolling Constitution.
3.
Oh,
Woo.
I'm fine. I rolled
Cool.
13.
Nice. Wow. 13. Jesus.
Oh boy.
So it's fire eyes.
You guys are getting too big for your britches, I think. Okay, so
Maybe.
that was his failed commanding shout. Do you want to run in and hack and slash now?
I don't think Ember can get too big for anything.
I think.
Unlikely.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? That's Sizzlack's in the mood to fight right now.
Yeah, you've got
Let's do
adrenaline
it.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I charge right for that middle golem.
Why?
Those dice
Why
know
would those?
I don't know why. Because
Why'd
they
you
were
reach
sitting
for
in
'em?
front of me. I was like,
Here, you can have one of mine.
He's got a bunch.
All right, Sizzlack.
yeah. I
I
just
was
these
gonna
need
try
to
to-
go away.
I'll take them back.
Yeah, just put 'em
Because you
away.
know that they roll well. I was gonna try
Okay.
to help you out.
So,
Let's see what these two do.
all right, so you're running into the golem. Okay, yeah. All right, so you. So
Let's go, big boy. Me and you. Let's happen it.
Let's happen it. Let's happen it.
That's happening.
That's Sizzlack's new catchphrase.
Let's
happen
happen
it.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
Whatever that means.
Sizzlack knows
happen
exactly
it.
what it means. Nobody else might know what it means right now, but Sizzlack knows exactly what it means. And let's happen it.
So the golem just, so you just go
Even the
running in
golem's
like
confused.
crazy. Yeah, the golem, the inanimate creature that does not speak a language, does this for a minute and then just punches you as you come running in. Boy, that was what was your total roll?
For that.
Yeah, I know it was 6 or lower, but was it snake eyes?
Oh, no, it was a 3.
Okay, so not snake eyes.
Well, it was a 4 or 5.
Okay, yeah, so-
yeah, 5.
But it wasn't snake eye on the die. So
Yeah.
we'll say you take 2d8 damage the higher of the two, as it just
Wait a
punches
second.
you
Wait
right
a second.
in the head.
5. It would be. I get a +1 on.
So you got a 3 on the die, right?
Yeah, and it's a strength, so I would have got a +1 on that, which makes 6. No, I still failed.
Yeah.
Okay, but I need to remember that I get +1s on all those.
Yeah. Okay, so,
So what is my damage?
2d8 higher of the 2 is what you'll take, and this will also be reduced by armor.
2d8.
Oh.
So
I'm in.
thank you, Corey's Games, for donating to make Yenin's next spell Defile.
Yay.
You got that backwards.
I'm gonna burn some people.
All right, guys, I'm taking a lot of damage here.
I'm going. Okay.
How are you still? What are you at?
I'm now at 6,
Oh boy!
but I've been
Well, you
bouncing
got
back
those
and
7
forth. I got
that's-
those
oh,
7, yeah.
the 7 hit points.
Absolutely.
That helped a lot.
Helped
Okay.
extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considerably.
I'm just getting little boosts of adrenaline, and I'm like, yeah, I can't feel pain right now. Let's keep going.
You do not know how bad it is.
No.
Later on, this
You're
is
like
do,
missing
however.
limbs.
I'm gonna try to cast
can't feel it.
Cure Moderate Wounds.
Okay, cure moderate wounds. Let's try and
You
save
need
this
it
guy.
bad, buddy. All right, 2d8. That's enough. I can't see those.
Eight,
It's an
8
8.
on the die.
8. That's a 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
That was my other d8.
Nice.
So it's
That being
like,
said,
so it's like,
I'm
buddy.
doing a lot of aggro for you guys too, though.
Yeah.
Really are.
Yeah.
Well, you are tanking without any of the tools that you
Yeah.
need to be a tank.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not. In this system, you don't have to take a hit.
Pure eight.
Right. Yeah, just to be clear, Justin, no one has to be hurt here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ha!
Justin's like, listen, guys, I'm rolling all the sixes and lowers so that you don't have to.
I don't think that's
No?
how it works.
No?
Yep, that's exactly how it works.
Adon goes up to Sislak, who's
You
just
have a
like
real gambler's
missing.
fallacy problem here. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
you can flip
I'm
a coin
rolling
more
so
than
many.
once, and it comes up heads 3 times, and that's, I mean, the odds are
Now
next
no one
time it
else
has
is
to be a
gonna,
tails.
Yeah, no one else is going to roll sixes. You're rolling so many.
Yeah. Adon heals him for how much was it?
8.
8.
Can I hit?
Good work.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
You're missing a. I think you lost a lot of blood.
So he looks exactly. So
Oh, and I
before-
healed myself for 5.
Nice. So before you healed him, he did not look concerned at all because he wasn't noticing the pain and the ridiculous like blood wounds all over him. As you cauterize those wounds with your fire healing, he doesn't seem to notice that you're cauterizing the wounds either. He's just kind of there. He's like just not focusing, just with blinders on, just going for whatever he's going for in front of him.
Yeah.
No
Rocky,
awareness
I'm-
of the help you just provided.
Frank, I'm worried about your boss.
He'll be fine. I've seen him go through this before. He'll just need to sleep for a couple of days.
Do you think
You
that-
can actually hear his teeth gritting.
I don't want to assign blame, but do you think the time we left him on the contaminated rock has messed with his brain?
I'm.
Nice.
Could be.
That's a very real
We did leave
possibility.
him there for a long time.
Yeah.
So thank you, Pandanin777, and thank you, Batcave63, who I think
Awesome
I
screen
probably
name.
know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank.
Pandanin's helped us before, or maybe hurt us before. I don't know.
Batcave.
Well,
is,
Batcave is Megan from Black Bag. And anyway, thank you to them as they each give you 1 hit point,
Hey.
Sislak. So you heal 2 hit points from our Pandanin777 and
Thank you.
Batcave63. Make sure you guys are tuning in to Black Bag.
If Yenin drops a fireball, what's the most? I mean, obviously, I probably want to
You
go.
can get like 10 of the troops and a golem.
That's what I was hoping for. I will do that, and I'm defiling.
What?
It was
By
a free
donation.
defile.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you successfully drop a fireball in that general area.
Yeah. And then we'll roll.
Sorry, buddy. Roll that damage.
Oh wait, I'm right. Oh fuck, I'm dead.
Yep. I mean, you're both there. It's fine. Don't worry.
Uh,
Oh, that's actually probably better for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not complaining.
Snake eyes for
Okay,
damage.
so 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll triple it. So that's 6 damage. I'll give each of you a defy danger roll to try and dodge this. Dex only.
Oh, that's fine with me. Ha ha
God.
ha! 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
All right, let's see what I got. That is an 8.
Okay, so neither of you avoid it. You each take 6 damage, but luckily you're not going to take additional damage.
Little super.
Yeah, it's super. I agree. This is going very well.
Everything's going so well.
Oh, sorry.
Why did you remind him?
Can I get another one of these?
Okay, so that you did 6 damage. Okay, cool, got it.
No, I think I achieved enough.
You had enough.
Guys, don't tell me what I've had, okay?
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting when we find out that his psionic adrenaline is just processed sugar.
Yeah.
He just happens to react very poorly to processed
I
sugar.
think you need to have an organic one.
Okay. Let's go. So.
All right. Okay. So that was Yenin's fireball. Who is up next?
Is it me? Is it
I'm
my
Yeah, I
turn?
think this side is gone, so it's just you two.
Surprised.
All right.
I'm gonna die.
Almost certainly. I cannot imagine you haven't died yet.
I'm gonna shoot middle golem.
Okay, shoot
I'm
middle
only
golem.
alive, thanks
Just
to
so you
the
know,
players.
the only golem that's been damaged is the one on the left golem, which took damage from
Actually,
the fireball.
I'm gonna
so.
use
But
my
you
grit.
get a
I'm
plus
gonna
1
use
from
my
me if you go
grit,
for the
and I'm
middle
gonna
one.
shoot middle golem and left golem.
Okay. Middle and left.
Or
Cool.
middle.
Left
the two-
golem. Left golem's the cool golem.
The 2
that everyone
golems
likes,
that
you
haven't
know?
been damaged.
It just doesn't seem to care.
Middle and
Left
right
golem
Middle
just
and
has
right
like
golem.
better dance moves. Really.
Really out of sync.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
nice.
spend a grit
Middle and
point
right,
to
not middle and
not
left.
spend
Okay,
a
sure.
grit
That
point.
corner of the table is responsible for like everything at this point.
Yeah, you guys.
Everything
have
good.
been,
I've been doing well.
I mean,
courtesy of a lot of defiling donations.
10 plus 1.
Okay, 10 plus 1
And
piercing.
Piercing.
I mean, I lost a finger today, so
That you did with a finger.
Oh, you lost a body part, huh?
yeah.
A finger, by the way, compared to having your eyes torn out with a melon baller.
Yeah, but you can still see. I gotta point like this now with my middle
Yeah,
finger.
point like that. It's not.
You could just do this.
No, he's definitely gonna be doing.
Or like
that.
use your other hand.
It's gotta be only.
Guys,
his
I
left
see the
hand.
logic in what he's saying. All right, it makes sense to me.
Okay, yeah, Sizzlack's on board. 10 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna have to get
Got
another
it.
sheet at some point because there's so many erasure marks on this thing. It's starting to get
Oh
hard
yeah,
to
these
read.
sheets get real ugly after a while.
Yeah.
I do. That's why.
I know, like the next season that we do, I think I'm gonna laminate them and just use like.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Every
actually.
D&D
Markers.
character I ever play, I have a different sheet that I track my damage and hit points on, because otherwise it just turns into a bloody goddamn mess in your
Yeah.
hit point tracking area. Okay, Kiganis activates Double Tap for Ember.
Nice.
So you've got Double Tap on your next attack. Haki, what's up, buddy?
what should I do?
Well, you've got 3 golems, 20 troops, and 2 pirates. Oh, by the way, the pirates have now have moved up with their skiffs, and they're right next to you two, elevated up in the air next to you guys. The third
How high
pirate,
is it? How high in the air are they? Like I wouldn't
20
be able
feet
to,
up in the
I
air.
wouldn't be able to like jump up and grab one of them.
You know what? You could. Yeah, you could. Sure. Why not? Do you want to?
Continue with what your description of
Okay,
what the battlefield looks like.
the pirates move up just enough where you feel like you could maybe climb up a golem, jump off of the golem onto one of the skiffs if you want to,
Check it.
without defy danger rolls, of course.
I wish I was strong enough to like lean down and just like fling you up.
That being said, both of the skiffs are near you two.
Yeah.
The
You can
one
jump on my
the one
back
who
if you want.
grounded the one who grounded
Let's do
his
some
skiff,
Advent Children
he
bullshit.
just runs up into melee with you two.
Who runs up into melee with them?
The very badly damaged pirate. The two kind of mediocrely damaged
Well, I'm
pirates.
definitely
are next to you.
gonna protect these two dudes. So
They
I'm gonna
probably
go,
need the help.
I'm gonna go kill that pirate.
Arrest them!
Arrest them.
Or you can go after that middle golem who's also attacking us, and you get a +1 if you go after him.
Oh, the golem's also attacking you guys? Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
pretty much
definitely go.
everybody's
to be
attacking
clear,
me right now.
um,
pretty
You
much
screamed.
Yeah.
yelled at everybody.
There are
Technically,
about-
Yedin's attacking him too.
There are
Everybody is literally attacking Sizzlack right
there
now.
are
Yeah, no.
there are about 14 soldiers
Okay.
attacking Sizzlack and by proxy
Oh, no.
Eodan, as well as 3 giant golems.
I mean, Ember got
Here's
really
what I want
close
to do.
shooting.
I want to jump and like try and like I'm gonna kick jump off of this pirate's face at the golem.
Okay, you know what?
we need a soundtrack. Can we get a soundtrack?
Run up, I want to jump and like jump off of his head at a golem to punch the golem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I mean, that's yeah. So you do that. You. Boy, you're really stretching this one out. Okay, yeah, you do that. That's what happens.
And you blame him?
I've been waiting
No.
for someone to give me this superpower ever since
Clearly.
you talked about it.
Yeah.
You're just giddy.
Yep.
Just jumping around. Well, did you say I got a +1 for
Yeah.
it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if I'm trying to incapacitate it.
Okay,
Which,
10.
generally speaking, I always am.
Generally
You
speaking.
got a 10.
So
Rolled a
that's
5 and
10.
made it a 10.
Through a very generous set of circumstances,
Yep,
I will
yep,
say.
yep. Yep. Only 7 damage though.
Okay.
Only 7.
It doesn't seem to do much to the
Guys,
golem.
But it was
Haki-
fucking cool.
It was cool though.
Guys, but you need to understand, Haki will play an important role in events to come. I have foreseen it.
Well,
Was that the important role?
He's just saying. He knows it.
I also know that Haki is aware of some of my secrets on my way to great leadership, for better or worse.
I also know
Which
that
is
I
why
owe
he's
Haki a
protecting
debt
me
of
right
service.
now.
Exactly.
And Hockey has my back when things go wrong.
That's right, guys.
Looks like we're resolving lots of bonds today.
Everyone has like these big
Sounds
epic
like
ones. I'm just like, we're
We're
bros.
reading all of our bonds.
Yeah, so basically this is the
reading
part
bonds.
where we,
Read
you know
bonds.
what, I shouldn't say this is the part. I was going to say this is the part where we derail the encounter. Oh
That's
yeah,
all
no,
the
because we
parts.
haven't done that 4 times already.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is our round. Back up to the top.
All right. Where was I? All right.
Are you sure you want to command?
Yeah, let's command.
Oh dear.
All right. So I stop and I slap myself. I'm like, here we go. Yeah, big boy. I don't like the way you're looking at me. I think I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. Get
Need
him.
more commanding this time.
Yeah. Dear God. Give me
Okay. All right. We'll
What is-
replace
what
those
is it?
d6.
a stack of dice.
Yeah, we have so many dice in the
6.
studio.
I will take these. I'm taking these back.
I got a 6.
Oh yeah.
Fucking.
Dice
Have you leveled yet?
Love me. I'm about.
Yeah, just FYI, whenever you roll a 6 or lower in Dungeon World, you get to mark 1 XP. And at this point, I'm pretty sure Justin's character will have enough XP to level twice.
Yep.
At the end of the
Just
session,
from commanding
yeah,
shovel.
just from failing those.
So I had 1 XP at the start of this campaign. I now have 9 XP.
Oh God, you.
Great.
You should
good
not be
movement.
alive.
I should
Yeah,
not be
it's-
alive.
Yeah, there's been a lot of charity keeping you alive.
It's been a lot of fun playing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
and then as I'm yelling at him, I'm like, you know what? Why am I yelling? I'm just gonna attack you. So I charge him.
Yep.
Which one did you yell at us about?
The one
Middle guy?
Oh come on! What are we doing here?
Jeez, at least it wasn't a crit.
Yeah, not Snake Eyes.
Wow,
Oh
bro.
boy.
I don't even know.
2 more XP.
Wow, bro.
Okay, so
Sorry, dude.
Oh yeah.
so the golem.
I'm
Directly
trying.
in
You wanna
front
roll
of
with
you.
my
I'm
Nerdist
trying
die?
so hard.
All right, so the golem in front of you just boy. So you just yell at the golem, and the golem just kind of like stands there motionless because it doesn't understand what you're saying, doesn't really care. And then as you move into attack, it just grabs you, picks you up, and throws you at the other golem. The other golem just bats you away with its hand, and you go flying 40 feet off to the left.
Ping pong.
I'll be back.
Okay, so, oh boy, how many hit points you got left?
I'm back up at 11.
Okay. I mean, I have to make this. Listen, you had hard fails twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So
You have to
just
do what you have
just
to
for the
do.
context.
I understand
All
what
right,
you're
so
saying.
you're gonna roll 2d12 and take the higher of the two,
Oh boy.
because contextually this is just about the worst.
He got ping ponged.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
9.
Okay.
Still standing.
It's not a 12.
Yeah.
And then does my armor reduce that?
No. I mean, like it's just you were crushed when he picked you up, and the other one is baseball batting you with your hand. It's just trauma. It's just hard trauma from
You're
start
like
to finish.
internally bleeding.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha. But I do get my -1 for being in
yes, sir.
combat.
Yeah. That's just always. I
8.
don't think anything ever will make
So
that go away.
3.
So you're at
Alright.
3 hit points. You're in
I
great
have
shape.
I have potions.
Boy,
I've got 2 potions as well.
No.
Oh, this is amazing.
Oh dear.
Okay, so oh boy. Okay, so Sizzlack gets crushed, thrown in the air, baseball batted across the battlefield.
I'll be back.
As you hit the ground, you guys all just see Sizzlack go to get up, and then he just collapses down, his eyelids shut, and just doesn't move. And I mean, you're far enough away; it's hard to tell, if he's still alive, if he's conscious, what the fuck is going on. But as your eyes close, you see a figure, and you see the death god Kiganis whisper at you, and just sitting in his throne of spines. And he whispers, Kiganis, and off to the side, as kind of his lackey or retainer, you see Steve. And Steve is Kiganis' retainer, in the death realm.
I'm gonna cry.
And Steve just says to you, "I'm not ready to see you yet." You get 4 advantages from Kiganis.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So thank you, Kiganis, for giving
That was
4
beautiful.
advantages
That
to
was
I
Sizzla.
seriously just choked up. I'm not even kidding.
And
That
so
was seriously
that got
one of the
me.
most beautiful things
That got me.
I've
And so
ever
as you
I'm
heard.
not ready to see you yet.
and so as you you then see Sizzla kind of shake his head, stand up, and just go running headlong. Yeah, just go running headlong back into combat.
Screaming after.
I need a minute.
Crying, tears
Yeah, just, like,
streaming
tears,
yeah,
down
like-
his
yeah.
face.
Okay. Not today. I've always wanted in like an action movie to see that, like, an anticlimactic "not today" moment where, like, the hero says "not today" and they just get immediately die. Yeah. Anyway, so who's up next?
Yenon will throw a magic missile
Okay.
at one of these sand pirates. 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just a straight 8.
Okay. At the most injured pirate, or one of the 2 that are on you guys?
The one of the 2 on us, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I killed the most injured one.
No, it just
Nice.
the skiff
Super
crashed
injured.
to the ground. Well, you did
Nice.
6, and then I think you did 5 more to it, but that wasn't enough to kill it.
Oh, okay.
So 8 damage, but I do bring unwanted attention on myself.
Okay, well, that is enough actually. So as both skiffs come screaming in towards you, they both pull up right next to you, and they have obsidian sabers, kind of the curved swords you see pirates have sometimes, and they're both kind of swinging wildly at you, and you kind of back away, and you point blank magic missile one of them off of the skiff, and you get a good rail kill as he falls to the ground. Unfortunately, the other pirate, she is much more impressive and is able to kind of dodge around as you fire magic missiles at her, and she takes a swing and slashes you right across the chest with her saber. Not terrible damage, it's going to be a d6, but
That's right, chat. She. That pirate was a girl.
That
hey,
bitch.
when I say the male pilot says something over the loudspeaker, what gender do you think of?
Yeah, when he says the male pilot.
I mean, the
Because if
pirate,
you're thinking of a man,
guess what? It
that's
was a
on you.
woman.
That's on
this
you.
pirate is a female, but her outfit isn't the cutest, so it really should be the only thing that we talk about.
Yeah.
Did we did,
She's like wearing a pantsuit.
did
and not
we
a skirt.
heal since
Also, her
last
makeup
week?
sucks.
Oh, her
Yeah,
makeup
for sure.
sucks.
She looks like a whore.
Yeah.
Oh boy, guys,
It's
this
really
is a
bad.
really problematic discussion we're having. I'm not comfortable with
And I
it.
mean, if somebody
But thankfully, this is over.
attacks this she pirate, I just feel like she was asking for it.
Oh no.
She is asking for it.
Oh,
So-
guys.
So Ember's
Oh.
gonna shoot her, but it's
Oh,
okay
geez.
because Ember's a woman.
We've
Oh,
gone
yeah.
from
So it's
fun
fine.
to not so fun.
Grandma, turn off the stream. You don't need to see this.
I think actually, Max, I think that's what I want to subtitle my Dark Sun show as.
She was
we've gone
asking for it.
we've gone from
Oh.
fun to not so fun. I think that's every week.
Yes. Yes.
I promise that every week on my show.
What did you say earlier when you attacked those guys? Let's ready it? What the fuck did you
Oh.
say?
Let's happen it.
Let's
happen
happen
it.
Let's happen
All right, let me
it.
write that down because I don't
Let's
ever want to
happen
forget
it.
that.
No, that's the subtitle.
Let's
happen it.
Let's
Let's
happen.
happen it.
I think that's your new improv team name.
Let's happen it. I like it
I'm,
actually.
like, just
We open
losing
for
hair.
yes ampersand.
So I'm gonna shoot.
You're gonna spend a grit point to get.
I'm
one
gonna
back
spend a grit point.
immediately.
Right.
To shoot. Fucking bitch pirate,
Don't,
and then
do you have double check?
the golem.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
can.
used
Yeah.
it.
No, you
No,
got
no,
another one.
I got
you
another
got
one?
it right after your last attack.
Yeah, so you got
definitely
double
have another
tap.
double tap.
Double
Yeah.
tap. So yeah, so I'm gonna shoot that pirate, and I'm also gonna shoot
The golem,
whatever
the middle
golem
golem.
you wanted. Yeah, you
Yeah.
wanted us to go after.
So you get a +1.
8, 9.
Okay, so unfortunately, as these two skiffs come screaming into you guys, one of the pilots gets knocked off from Yenon's magic missile, and it goes screaming off, crashes into the ground. The other skiff right next to yours. Actually, no. Amend that. That skiff crashes into your mat. So the only way you're going to be able to not fall 20 feet is by jumping into the same skiff
I
as.
will jump into the skiff.
Okay, so you jump into the skiff and you're just like close quarters with this pirate, and you're able to get a shot off. But in the meantime, she takes one last swing with her saber, and you also take a d6 damage. So you'll trade a d6 damage with the damage you do.
Okay, fine.
She's pretty consistent with that 5.
And then because I'm also shooting at the golem, so I'm like,
Oh yeah, yeah. So you actually
Your
you
rusty
have
sword. You're Dre, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget about
He looks
Drake.
like a Daria background
7.
character.
Don't forget about Drake. 7
Daria background
damage.
Here you go.
There's
Yeah.
Let's happen it.
+1 piercing.
let's happen.
That's exactly enough to knock out that one. So the one remaining pirate who is just like
can I
God,
take
that's so
control of
great.
this skiff?
that's so great.
It's hard to make a
Yeah,
Dre
you
smile.
can take control of the skiff, sure.
Put it on your wiki.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that.
There is still one blue water pirate or blue sand pirate. I like that, blue sand pirate. Pirates of Dark Sun.
Ooh, that's a campaign.
Yeah,
Really
it
what is that?
100%
Pirates of
is a
Dark
campaign.
Water? Yeah.
We've been talking about it a lot.
Such a cool looking show. Not a great show, but
Aw.
very cool looking.
Yeah.
Some RPG mode.
Really?
Ooh, check that out. I'll check that out.
Nope.
So the one remaining pirate is very clearly on his last leg, just barely surviving.
Is it a peg leg?
Pun intended.
On his last peg leg. But there are, I mean, you still have
Golems.
14 troops and 3 golems that are attacking you. By the way, none of this is my fault. I
Yeah.
didn't plan.
This was like not in the plan for today.
I was like,
This is
I was
what's
like
sad
3.
about this.
We
You
had
know what?
3 giants is what we
Yeah.
started with.
Yeah.
I was like 3 giants,
We have
and
taken out, and I would
this
like to point
okay.
out,
Let
we
me
have taken out everything so far.
Yeah.
We are not dead.
just so people at home
Not yet.
have some idea of how I prep for Dungeon World is I basically just give myself a few bullet points and then improvise off that. There are 7 bullet points on that list, and we have finished. Oh yeah, none, not one, not one,
Not a
because we
single one.
technically still have not gotten through the first encounter. So when we finish this, then I'll tick off one of my 7 bullet points for today, and we will be lucky to finish or to get to the second
I don't think
one.
we've ever had an encounter go longer than an hour before.
Oh no, this has been absolute pandemonium.
Yeah.
Pandemonium!
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium! Miss
We do
Pandemonium.
love
I miss it too.
pandemonium.
That was a
You should have been there for
place.
Mage. Mage became Pandemonium.
Yeah.
I ripped out a
Everything.
man's soul and put it in a horse.
You ripped out a man's soul and put it in a horse. Chat, you don't get to have context for that.
No.
No.
That's just
No.
a thing that Eric did. So, who
You can have context if you follow me on
Monday
Twitter.
nights.
I think it's
Monday
my
nights.
turn.
Hockey. All right, Hockey.
I'm gonna punch a golem.
Punch dat golem.
Let's happen it.
You so let's happen it. Let's happen it.
Let's happen it!
Yeah, I'm gonna go old school, guys. I'm just gonna you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna punch his groin.
Yep, I
Nice.
get it.
Like
Yeah,
big-
yeah.
You're gonna do the splits and punch, like do a blood sport.
Yeah.
Like a Jean-Claude Van
I know. I'm
Damme,
gonna jump up and splits to his
Oh,
knees.
to hold yourself there.
Yeah. Jump up,
oh, that's-
splits
that's
to his
actually-
knees, and punch up.
God, that's really
Right
cool.
in his rock dick.
Ooh, 5.
It's the middle one, right?
Yeah, whichever
a
one
plus
we've
one.
been
Then
attacking.
I think we resolved that a 5
Is a 10, right?
Is a 10 for you.
Baby.
If you're attacking, if you're
Yep.
doing as you're expected to do from your higher in command.
Excellent.
I told him to rest.
Ooh, yes.
Nice.
It's 14.
Wow.
That's a 14.
Wow.
It's a hefty nut shot.
Wow.
Okay,
Of
so-
course it's a 14. You get it there. A 6 is a 14. that's
A
how
1
that
is a
works.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've accidentally while sitting down or walking, accidentally hit myself there because I have no control over my limbs apparently, and I've just accidentally not even hit it that hard, but been oh, I need a
Ooh.
minute.
I like how it happens and you walk away ooh, that was close. I almost, oh no.
Yep,
Yeah.
I definitely did,
Oh, I
and then
did.
you just have to take a
The
moment.
stomach thing. It comes into the pit of your stomach, and you're
Yeah.
Ooh.
a little nauseous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
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 Welcome to Dick Talk. All
Okay,
right.
guys, I do it every day, and I'm like, balls. Fuck.
Hey, Alyssa, how weird is
Balls
it?
are the worst.
Hey, Alyssa, how
Balls.
weird is it to? Wow.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom before you tell me what it is.
Please do. It's gonna take a minute for me to
Oh, good lord.
to figure that whole thing out.
Can I have a Coke Zero?
Coke
Thank you.
Zero, the Coke for people
can I have
who
a Coke?
given up.
You've had enough Coke
That
already.
seems fair. That
Hey,
seems fair for my
Grandpa,
life.
time to move over. This Coke Zero break sponsored by Caliber Mechanical Pencils. Get that Ticonderoga out of here. We got high caliber.
All these dang kids and their dang mechanical pencils. All I'm saying is,
I mean, ideally, I would have brought more beer, but I didn't.
yeah,
I didn't expect it to be this intense.
That's been me. That's been me every time I've ever gone anywhere. I'm like, well, ideally, I would have brought more beer.
I mean, it's in my car. I just didn't bring it inside.
Oh, good call. Always have beer in your car. But it gets so hot is the only problem. Okay, so Kiganis.
Didn't think of that till right now.
Thank you so much for the just tremendous donation.
Yeah, Kiganis has been all over it today.
Giannis is like,
Loving
I mean,
it.
legit.
Gigantus money bags.
Legit.
is what I call
No
Gigantus.
matter what he is doing, he is making this game
Yeah.
very
So
entertaining.
interesting. Yeah.
His quote in the chat room was that this one's for the garbage people, even though they're currently against tier.
I mean, I feel like
tier.
Got it. Got
I
it.
feel like we're in. This is terrible. I feel like we're in like an abusive relationship with Kiganis, where it's just like he's like throwing all this like terrible shit at us, and then it's like, it's okay, baby, it's okay. Like, but you're beautiful. You're this. You're this.
Yeah,
you're this.
exactly.
Like, here's the deal. Like,
You're mine. You're mine.
he takes me to death,
I got you.
kisses me on the cheek, and then goes, "You're okay. Go back." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just put on some sunglasses. I'm fine."
It was my fault. It was my fault, really.
I fell down the
Can I
stairs. I
just-
hit the doorknob.
Honestly,
He's not as
though,
bad as he
you-
seems.
everybody, like, you can talk shit about Kiganis if you want, but you don't know him like I do. Like, if you knew him like I do, then you wouldn't have this negative opinion of him. Like, you'd understand
You
that
don't
there's
know
like a
him.
whole side to Kiganis that's actually like really good, and like I see that
He's a
in
good
him.
guy, yeah.
I see it in him, and even though
I
nobody
can
else
change
does,
him.
Oh, I'm sure I can change him.
Yeah.
I can definitely
Yeah,
change.
absolutely.
It's not
Kiganis.
even about changing him. It's about bringing out what's already there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's already
You can
there.
see it.
It's already
yeah.
there.
It's just we just have to focus on that. And honestly, like if it just he's had so much stress lately. So like he's had so much
how
stress
is he
lately.
trying to fuck us?
Actually, this
it's
is for us.
It's
Yeah.
100% to help
Okay.
you guys. So Stephen Kiganis.
Just getting like more
So,
and more
yeah,
into that hole.
more
with
and more down
Kiganis.
into that hole with Kiganis. So Kiganis actually. So let's. So so around you guys, just the ground like starts to, you see smoke rising from the ground.
Oh dear.
And you see, for just a brief moment, you see Kiganis, a 30-foot tall vision avatar of Kiganis stand up, Grim Reaper style, and then disappear. And the smoke continues rising. And you see, you remember a few weeks ago when you guys went in headlong to attack the city of Uruk, and it did not go well.
No, it did not.
You lost a lot of your gunnery troops. You actually see these troops come out of the ground, and they manifest as ethereal ghosts from the dead realm of Kiganis.
Nice.
And all of these troops, actually, there are 157 of these gunners, all stand up out of the ground, these ethereal ghost troops, and just all in unison, they level their dragon cannons that you guys had built for them, the like rudimentary
Yeah.
This is
firearms.
so fucking like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, they all level their dragon cannons at the forces arrayed against you. The 14 troops, the 3 golems, and
And the one blue pirate.
and the one actually the pirate doesn't get aimed at because they're over here. It's like it's not worth it. They can deal with that. We're just
The
gonna
pirate's just like
focus fire all in.
Yeah.
like back.
Right?
The pirate's
a
like-
slow pan of the pirate just going.
Yeah,
Nah, man.
the pirate's like, I don't know them. That's not me. I'm not with them.
That's not.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, and they just, you know what? I'm just gonna do a total calculated hit point total of the forces you have against you, which would be what's half of 157? What's that number?
73.5.
Is that true?
Math.
Probably.
I think it is.
He's really good
Yeah,
at
that's
this.
true. You're fucking really good at math.
Or
Okay.
76.5.
Ooh,
Okay,
take it
so
back.
the volley of this fire goes out and just wipes out all of the remaining the 14 Templars that you see remaining. It also takes out it very badly injures the one golem which hasn't been injured, and just absolutely the golem in the middle is just barely standing, and it kills the golem on the left. So 14 troops and a golem just fall to the ground, and the other two remaining golems are both badly injured. One is like just, you see cracks all throughout it from this fusillade of fire, and then the other one is pretty badly injured as well.
78.5, Kigana says.
78.5.
78.5.
Okay, so actually both.
Thanks, Kiganis.
Okay, so actually both golems are just completely cracked, and then at this point the ghosts go back down into the earth, and the smoke subsides. And then for whatever,
Ember's
because
just like really impressed by those fucking cannons. She's like, I want one of those.
yeah.
I want that.
Yeah, as they
Whispers
fire
out.
their dragon cannons, it's like ghostly serpents that fire from
I want
the dragon cannons, like
For me.
wyvern type creatures that just go flying through the air and decimate all the forces in front of you.
So they're
Are they-
Monzos.
Yeah.
They're
Are they blue and
okay, guys.
transparent?
Listen, do you play Overwatch? If you don't play Overwatch, then
GTFO.
just do.
Play Overwatch. Do
Play
it.
Overwatch. Yeah.
Go
Does
buy it.
anybody want to do?
You're on your computer anyway.
Does anybody
Why
want to
not?
try and do his ult right now? Because I definitely can't without it being super offensive.
Sure.
Okay, cool. No, we can't. All right. Yeah, it'll
Alright.
probably be offensive, so let's not do it.
I know like some of the words, but not in the correct order.
Yeah.
I know.
Toriwa Ryu.
Like our 3-minute running
Neki
joke
no
about
karai.
how abusive Kiganis is wasn't like incredibly
That's the
offensive.
thing. I really,
Like,
guys.
that wasn't offensive.
For me, it's always been a priority in everything I do to first ask, is this politically correct? And if there's any question about that, I say, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, we know
Oh.
that about you.
That's
I'm
always.
gonna
I put
think
a
it.
strong
I'm
filter.
gonna think it real strong in my head.
And then I put a filter on myself, and I say, Sean,
No.
is this responsible? And if it's not responsible, then I say, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to stick to jokes about 7-Eleven and kids.
Yeah. Now, what my mouth does and what my brain do are two different things entirely. I have no control over
I
that.
can't tell you how many times I wish I had more control over my mouth.
Yeah.
Ooh, guys, Kigana says, Ember, pledge yourself to me in death and you can lead my armies.
That sounds amazing.
You're gonna do it?
I
Do you do
worry
it?
about the consequences
Yeah.
of
Right.
that. Seems a little. Okay.
There's things like that before.
Yeah. Oh.
Ember also kind
That
of wants to
seems-
see her family again in death. She believes she's going to see her family again.
I mean,
in death.
Kiganis could set that up. Just saying. There's a real thing with people in chat of wanting the players to pledge fealty to them. It comes up, I think, in every stream.
Yeah.
Like, there's always at least a few people in chat that are like, bow before me.
Kneel. Yeah.
And I get it
Kneel.
because that's how I am in real life.
Yeah.
You are.
If I had godlike powers, I would use them.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so thank you again, Megan. Batcaves63 gives everybody in the party 1 hit point, and I
Ooh,
I know
thank you.
at least one person who could really use that.
That
Sizzle.
brings me
Megan.
up to 4.
I haven't gone yet, so.
What are you at?
Oh, I'm
Hit
fine
point
health
wise.
point wise.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna heal him.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, 'cause
You're gonna
I'm-
try and fix this
I'm
this
currently at
hot
4
mess.
hit points.
This
Are we
hot,
still in the middle of a
smelly-
round?
We are in the middle of a round.
Yeah.
trash mess.
We're
All
still
right.
in the middle of a
Go
round.
ahead, Aodan.
Okay, I'm just running after him like, hold still, hold still, hold still.
As he just stood up from death, it appears.
I'm Mercy.
You are Mercy.
America.
Love it so much.
That is a 7.
Okay, what happens to the spell?
Okay,
Or what happens to you, maybe?
The leader of the purge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a -1 ongoing because I don't want to lose the spell. And
Yeah.
I don't want to put myself in
And you
danger.
don't want to take a bunch of damage from the golems?
No, I really
Fair enough. I can see that.
All right. I really don't.
I get it.
Heal 10.
Sweet.
Wow.
Ooh, dope.
Back up again. Man, this has been a roller coaster.
Yeah, just up, down, up, down, up, down.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you just do too many drugs.
There are not. listen.
and just keep adding.
Yeah, that's the thing is you're just
I don't know what you guys are talking
drugs.
about, all right? Because things are great.
I
Yeah.
can quit
Just
anytime.
no needles, no needles.
No.
You're fine. No needles and you're fine.
Ah.
It's fine.
Well, he doesn't need a needle because he has an adrenaline factory inside
Right.
of his brain. That
Don't we
just,
all?
Just well, but his
Yes.
is like that's true. But his is just like
I can turn it on and off
yeah,
whenever
it's
I want.
and like we have like a little adrenaline factory that like gives us a little shot. His is like a faucet, and like you turn the faucet and it just pours all over his brain. You know, it's obvious too in the choices he makes. So who's next?
I think it's me.
Okay,
What's left? Some golem.
a pirate and 2 golems.
Maybe I'm gonna.
I'm real surprised that pirate's sticking around.
Yeah, he's like,
Punch
what
a
is he
golem.
doing? Like,
Good question. So the pirate actually, actually goes running off towards the skiff that Yenin grounded. So the pirate is actually looks like is going to try and grab that skiff because it is not on fire like his skiff is.
I'm
and I'm
gonna
in
punch
the
a
other
golem
skiff.
though.
My skiff.
I'm gonna punch a
Ember
golem.
skiff.
In the
All
deck.
right, punch a golem.
Where are we in the round?
I think Hockey's the last one.
I think I'm the last one. I've just been waiting to go last the whole.
Hockey usually goes last, which is very in character actually,
Ooh yeah, baby.
because he's very patient.
That's a success. Ooh yeah,
Jeez.
baby.
Dear
That is-
Rolling 10s all day.
3 rounds in a row, right?
Amazing.
I think you're stealing all his good rolls.
14 damage.
10. You and your fucking 10s.
Just wrecks it. All right, so there's 1 golem remaining,
I'm gonna wreck it.
and as this, so
I am bad, and that is good.
as the golem, you see the golem
I'm
just
looking forward to the
cracking and
sequel.
falling apart,
Yeah.
and you can actually see the energy of the golem, like what's holding it together is just like now wildly fluctuating.
So there's 1 column left.
There's 1 golem left, and the pirate, which is running off to the other skiff.
Yeah, so I go, forget about that guy. I want this big boy. We've got a dance to dance.
It's like love to
We've
call
got
him
a
big
dance
boy.
to dance.
It's happening.
Let's happen it.
Let's happen it.
Yay!
Is that double sixes?
No,
No,
it's
that was
a 10.
a 10.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Well, I
A
mean,
competent roll!
I guess for you that
A
was
success!
a 10.
Like one of that, like that 6 equals more than you've rolled with both those
I
die
want
all
to point
game.
out the difference in expectations because that type of a roll, had we seen Alyssa roll it, would have been okay, and that would have been it.
Yeah. So everybody, drinks on me. Everybody gets a +6, a d6
Nice.
towards damage.
And also a magical drink.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna charge right at this guy.
Hack and slash.
And hack and slash him to pieces. Yay! Another 10.
Okay, gotcha.
So
So
actually
still
a
another
13.
12.
It'd be a 13
Oh well.
because
Okay,
it's plus
yeah.
2 and then +1 for my adrenaline. So, and then. Ooh, and I do a 6 damage.
Yes.
It
I'm
absorbs
ready.
it absorbs the majority of that, but you do.
Piercing also
How much piercing?
+1.
Okay. Right. Okay,
That's
got
fine.
it.
I felt good about that.
And
Yeah. So the
I didn't
golem
even use
just
any of my
barely
advantages
fell out.
even.
Oh, that's right. You have 4 advantages.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yenen-
you're definitely gonna need them.
Yenen's gonna
Because,
try-
by the way, the city is still under siege. Like,
Yeah,
there's
like-
still massive chaos at the city.
Well,
Yeah.
there's massive chaos
We thought we
outside
were
the
gonna
city.
deal
We're
with the
going,
giants and then
we're
go
going towards
back.
the center.
Yeah. This felt like a very like side trekky type thing in the beginning, and I was like, oh no. Chat was like, no, let's amp it up a little bit. This isn't big enough for us.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Okay, you're all right.
Chad is like, we want them destroyed here.
Yeah, it's so close to happening,
You guys are blood hungry.
Magic missile to a golem!
Hey. Nice.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus all
You
the stuff.
missed
So it's at least
2
a 12. So I'm going to max that damage with no penalty.
Nice. Okay, so you max the damage, completely wreck the golem.
You got a
Everyone,
D6.
everyone here, including you two, need to make me a defy danger as this golem just completely explodes in a cloud of
Can-
daggers and sharp
Does that
obsidian
seem
and stuff like
Does
that.
that seem like a magical
Yes,
thing?
it's
so
definitely
can
magical.
I counter that?
Sure. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
I'm
counter
gonna
it.
I'm gonna
It's
counter.
a magic spell.
Yeah, I'll put.
It's
I'll
a
put-
magic like explosion.
I'll put up mirror image. So that's let's see, plus it's. So it would just be 6.
Plus intelligence.
Yeah, so it would be 9. So the spell is countered for you, and I lose the stake, but it doesn't. I don't. So I don't know if it protects anyone else. So
Let me take a look at it and I'll see what it does.
just a 9.
Oh, and has no effect. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Everybody else still has to deal with it. So, like, as it comes in, you're able to just kind of put up a quick barrier to save yourself.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Look at you with those sixes.
Yeah, whatever I want now. I'm good.
Yeah.
Sizlak just, I want to just bear the
Your-
brunt of it.
Your
At this point,
adrenaline,
I'm
your
just like, I
adrenaline's
just
like,
wanna
this
soak
is
it."
not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
8.
Okay. So succeed. 8. Oh, that's I
I
don't know why.
turned to stone.
Yeah, you defy
I
danger.
turned to stone, and
I will say that having
Yeah,
all
I
of our
succeed.
abilities at the beginning of this, it's only for one encounter, but like this encounter has gone on for
gone
so
forever.
long
Yeah,
that
that's
we've gotten
true.
the most use
been
out of these
going for, like,
abilities
2.5
ever.
Well,
Yeah.
You guys have.
Yeah,
Secret Ooze
because
hasn't done
the
much.
two of you have ongoing things, whereas ours are one-time uses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you succeeded.
Yeah.
Okay,
Got an
you
11.
succeeded. 8 succeeded. Succeeded. Okay, so Steven, it's not as bad as it could be. I'm gonna give you the higher of 2d8.
All right. Just watching both be 8.
That's still better than the higher of 2d10.
7.
probably. No armor reduction on this. It's a magic effect. That doesn't kill you, does it?
How you
No.
doing?
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
I get 5 every time I heal someone else. So.
God,
Oh,
that's
that's
so
right.
crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right.
Clerics, man.
Clerics, man. Okay, so here's the problem. You guys have just fought.
There's a problem.
Yeah, you guys have just finished this
Did
incredibly.
that pirate just piece the fuck out?
Oh yeah, unless you're gonna go chasing the pirate out,
No.
the blue water pirate is gonna survive the encounter.
Fuck him. We're
Are
done.
you- are you gonna
get out
take-
of here? No, get away.
Okay,
shoot, shoot,
cool.
shoot.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, no, definitely better to let that pirate go off. That NPC is definitely not going to
I feel like
become
I just
a
imagine him
recurring.
like running away.
feel
Yeah.
like I should go arrest
Sadly.
him.
It's too late. The skiff goes flying off into the distance, and like you
That's season's 2 problem.
You,
okay?
you actually we cut to the
Boba Fett.
skiff and actually you see this pirate like muttering to himself like tear next time I'll get you next time. So that NPC is definitely not going to become a recurring character.
That NPC is totally Boba Fett.
I
or
want to
something of
shoot
that
after
nature.
him, but
Some-
just like
So
shoot
he's
like,
gonna show up
not
with
hit him
a
at
guy
all.
who is-
And as he's like mumbling to himself, just a bullet goes by, and he's like, "Oh!"
He picks up the
And just,
helmet
like,
of
keeps
his
going.
picks up
The-
the helmet of
actually,
his dead pirate friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His severed head falls out.
Well, yeah, actually, the pirate grabs a second sword, so now he's got 2 swords, and actually you do take a shot wildly, and the shot actually does just nail him right in the knee, like directly in the center of the knee, just knocking it out completely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro.
Quick question, Sizlak, how many hit points do you have currently, and how many do you have total?
Currently, I have 14. Total, my max is 22.
Which just
chat loves
for context for the chat, that is considered a high amount of hit. 22 total is considered a high amount of hit points.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In,
I think
in
max is
Dungeon
I
World.
got 25.
25.
I have 24.
I have 22.
I'm high as fuck.
17.
17.
He's my
Okay.
max.
Oh yeah.
Keep in mind these are also level 5 characters.
Oh, but I have a
so,
high constitution.
well, yeah, that's the thing. People have put in good. Does anybody have a con under 16?
Yeah.
You two. Everybody else says 16 or higher. So I mean, the ability scores end up helping. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I think at level 1, most people are between like 12 and 20. So anything above 20 is a good amount of hit points. But still, like, I mean, look at it. Damage in Dungeon World can be
Yeah.
the higher of 2d12.
Yeah,
When you
I
have
could be dead.
that
I should be dead.
very quickly can happen. Especially when every action you do has a chance of making you take
Especially
damage.
when you roll, 9
Constant,
failures.
yeah, constant failures. Okay, so getting back to the problem at hand, the city is under siege.
Oh, is it?
And yeah. So the
Didn't know.
okay,
Didn't
so
realize.
just a little peek behind the scenes for y'all. Today, my goal was to start and finish the siege of the legendary free city of Tyr.
We now have 47
We
minutes.
have,
Yes.
57
we have
minutes.
of course done
56
neither.
minutes.
But we can get started on the siege of the legendary free city of Tyr. So on one side, you have the legendary free city of Tyr, assisted by the psionic matted forces of Matt, and we have Keegannis' Death Knights helping fortify the walls.
I love them. I want to get one of them.
The invading force is
One of those will be my
Hireling.
hireling. Yes.
the invading force is consists. It was primarily Krulis' troops, although Krulis lost most of his troops just now in this combat. But he does still have help from the Saxons, and so as you go back in, as you hop on, you kind of fit everybody in
I was
the
going to
skiff
say,
or
like,
the
we're
remaining
now we're
mats.
behind them, right? Like, we've got, this would be a good advantage to just come up from behind the
Oh yeah,
ranks.
I
and
plan
just-
on crack shotting some of them.
As you kind of like survey the battlefield, as you kind of rise up on your mats and skiffs to kind of see what's going, like
Oh yeah, I commandeered a
kind
skiff.
of like see, okay, what is actually going on here?
So we're just like,
Um,
flying around.
You actually see the mats routing the Saxons. Surprisingly, like
Pretty
all
good
these
mats.
these barbarians were pretty impressive, but they're actually losing. I mean, it's just sheer numbers, though. I mean, you see the mats just like all flying around, and it's hard to defeat a force that's like constantly flanking you and stuff like that. So they have more numbers and they're constantly flanking, so it's just not been a fair fight. Yeah. And then Keegannis seems to be doing now very well defending the walls against the minimal number of troops remaining from Krulis. So honestly, things look like they're fine at this point. Up over the hill, you see marching.
He's, you know what? I will say this about Sean. He's an excellent storyteller. He does a really good job of setting you up so that he can crush you back down.
Yeah.
What's coming over the hill, Sean?
Okay, this is
What's
not
behind door number 2?
This is not on me. Okay, don't act like I'm the one.
And
I mean,
then
I'm
get
loving
the
it.
fuck
Okay,
I'm
I gotta be
loving
honest.
it.
Last time my dad said that, he walked out.
Oh
So,
yeah.
you know.
Sean, you're just following orders. That's always a good
Yeah.
defense.
I think if we're talking about international law, I think it's a pretty strong precedent that following orders is a defense for anything. So BSB or the Sorcerer King Bezbekar joins the
Bezbekar.
fray to assist Krulis' armies in attacking the legendary free city of Tyr. So
Of course.
we see, of course, yeah. So we see a giant army
Everything hurts. Nothing is beautiful.
coming over the hill. Luckily, there are not very many more armies left in the world because
they're all here.
because they're all here.
This
So
is like when you're playing Civilization.
Yes.
And like one army wages war on you, and
Yeah.
you're like, I got this, and then the other armies
Right.
are like, whoa, yeah, us too.
Dog pile.
No!
yeah.
Like, whoa!
It's like when you play Risk and
That's why I
people
always play
sense
China.
weakness. They're like, oh well, let's all just take out this one player real quick,
Yeah.
and then be cool with each other.
or when you're playing that web strategy.
And then you
space
manage to
game.
make it amazing, and you come back and you defeat them all.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I mean,
We'll see.
yeah.
3 more hit points to Sizzlack from, you guessed it, Keegannis.
Yeah.
You are so popular.
Me and Death have an understanding.
And
He's
so
You and
employing your
Steve.
boyfriend.
you just for just a brief moment the an ethereal ghostly Reaper mask just shows up over Sizzlack's face. He heals a few hit points and then it goes away.
Just don't tell chat that they can add more soldiers to the fight.
Yeah, no.
Don't tell
I honestly feel like it would create some real problems for the legendary free city of Tyr if chat added soldiers to Bezbekar's army. Because at this point I think it's like, okay, now it's basically like a fair fight, and more than likely no damage will be done to the legendary free city of Tyr. Like at this point it's uneven, like it's going to be a close battle, but like really long term there's probably nothing that's going to happen to the city just looking at the lay of the land right now. And as long as chat doesn't donate any soldiers to the cause, then that will remain to be the case, and I think pretty much we'll be dealing with the status quo
You know, I would like to point out, like, this is a holiday weekend, and this is probably the most active chat
I
we've
know.
had.
Yeah,
Seriously.
by far.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, thank you
thanks
so
for-
much,
thanks
chat.
for watching, everybody. It's
Be
been-
safe
On the
this
side,
weekend.
yeah, seriously.
Take an Uber. Take a Lyft.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
I tried to build something.
Don't drink in game.
I tried to build something
Or do.
beautiful,
We did.
and you bastards are trying to tear it apart.
I mean,
But no, we really
It was
love it.
about freedom,
that's
and
true.
you're ruining it.
There,
America.
listen,
You are
said,
so King George right now.
I've said for a while that
What comes next?
The garbage people of chat just hate what they don't understand. You
Like
know,
happiness.
They're ignorant backwater hicks. They see something new and exciting. They see change happening, and they can't stand it.
My life's been going pretty well lately. You know,
Yeah.
tears going great.
But with all that being said, so just as things are laid out right now, we'll be able to get to work defending the legendary free city of Tyr.
Alright.
And the good news is, Chat and the Sorcerer Kings have been impotent. They have been unable to destroy the legendary
Get it
free
up,
city of
if you
Tyr.
will?
Think about it. The combined armies of Dark Sun and several Sorcerer Kings have been unable to even breach the city walls. How incredibly impotent of a fighting
It's like
force you
as
have
if
to be.
Stop.
you were walking into the room of your loved one to take them in your arms and copulate, and you are left flaccid as another person walks in and takes your lover in your
Yeah.
hands
I-
and devours them in front of you.
I truly hate.
That took a weird turn.
Wow.
A really weird
and,
turn.
then, and then with all of that, and then right at the end, a slide whistle. Okay, 8 more hit points to Sizzlack from Matt510. Plus, Matt is committed. Matt is committed to this and brings 5 more soldiers, the Mats, into,
Thank you,
into
Matt.
his army.
Mats.
Thank you, Matt, for loving freedom.
Yeah.
I feel obligated to tell chat that Sizzlack's fine now at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
Sizzlack's
I'm at
great,
7 hit
but
points.
thank you, Chad.
Hey, you
Yeah,
have
like-
you have Secret of the Ooze. Why don't you just use that?
You have to tell me when I use
No,
it.
you can use it whenever you want. So to be clear, when I said hold it in reserve, you can use it when you want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So
All
if
right.
you want to use it right now, you can.
All right.
Yes,
That was nice
I am
colonizing.
back at max strength, and I
I don't
appreciate
think-
that. Sizzlack feels great.
Okay, so
And my adrenaline's worn off now, right? Are we back to...
yeah, your adrenaline's worn off. His spidey sense is worn. Well, it's going to reactivate though as soon as another encounter happens, which is going to happen very soon. You actually get a.
Oh, man. Hi. I'm a
So
little
you
tired.
you get a little.
I think you need a cookie and some juice.
You get a magical message in your head from Quindina, and she says something weird happened. I don't know if this is true or not. Okay, I'm doing the best I can, just so you know.
Of course you are, Quindy.
So
You have a little brown on your nose.
some people
A
some
little
people
brown.
some people showed up
It's there every time
and
we
said
talk to
that
her.
they were
Him.
and said that they were here to help protect the city. I didn't recognize them, but they were armed very well, and they said that they're additional troops that you recruited from out in the wastes, and they said that they were here to protect the city council. So I told them where the city council was to protect them. On hindsight, I realized that, especially since the city council had been moved to a safe house, I should not have told them that.
No.
But
Were they at least on mats?
no. They were wearing a lot of like spiky black armor.
Oh.
But I felt like that happens a lot. People look like that out in the waste sometimes. So you just collect what you can find and
Can I just ask, what
Impressive.
about your responsibilities in under tier and the farming gave you the ability to make decisions like this?
well, okay.
Oh, man. That is a real loaded question. From...
That's a hard question to answer. So yeah,
Oh.
Quindina says
Would
there
not want
was
Yenna asking me
there
that
there was
question.
a there okay there was a real there
Someone
was
hand me a soda. I want to pop it open and just kind of watch.
you're doing there's the popcorn gif.
Yeah.
There was no one seemed to be okay. The city's dangerous, right?
Yes.
That's what I've been told.
The city council needed to be away from the fighting.
Yes.
So instead of being in the government center, just in case they broke the city walls, I didn't want them to be able to find our power structure very easily. So I moved all of the people that it takes to run the city elsewhere. And then I thought maybe you had recruited more troops because they said Yenin told us to protect the city
Gotcha.
council.
So can we just cut through a little bit of this and why don't you tell us where you put them and where you sent them so that we can maybe go check on them?
Absolutely. She says I put them. I sent them to actually go hang out at the reptile petting farm or petting zoo.
Wait a
have
second.
that?
There's a petting zoo for cousins of mine?
No, they're not. They're not
not
Dre.
dragon.
They're like regular reptiles.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
You know, like the ones you eat.
all the whoa.
No, these ones are cute. We don't eat things that are
I
cute.
know.
All right, that's fine. Let's go there.
Okay. You took initiative. It's a tough time. I understand this. I feel like you.
I was just looking for more responsibility.
I understand.
I'm shocked.
I'm assigning you. If you. We have to take care of this, but there are people who still could use your help on the front lines.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's happening.
Oh.
I mean, this guy.
Okay,
poor
so
guy.
so Quindina's like so you want me to take up arms?
Yeah, I believe that you will inspire people to action, as you have inspired so many in the city.
What's gonna be
Is it
amazing
possible?
if
Is
Quintina
it
somehow
possible?
survives.
Is it possible that I'm
You
more
know they're
helpful
going
to you?
to.
Is it possible that I'm more helpful to you behind the front lines than I am in the front lines? Is this a
Well,
you're-
what sort of a leader leads from behind?
He's got a
There are a
point.
couple of jokes.
Sorry, I stopped listening to what you were saying and started heading towards the reptile thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I've
Okay,
already started timing them.
Quindina sees what's happening.
I'm
and-
gonna start following. When did we get a petting zoo? What's a zoo?
There's many initiatives that I have been
It's
putting in
government
place.
subsidized.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you, Quintina.
Didn't
I'm
you
sorry.
Go to the
Don't you
front
have a front
Yeah,
line to get
Quindina-
to?
Yeah, Quindina is like, okay, I guess I'll grab my armor. All right, we'll see how that turns out.
Oh, they're an
You
elf. They'll be
fucking know
fine.
Quindina's gonna live.
Queen's gonna live and Queen's gonna ruin some shit on the front lines
Yeah,
now.
I want Quintina to be the big bad of season 2. Like,
Well,
we're not even gonna be
well,
here.
this is because
Unintentionally.
we rolled poorly on Quindina, so like,
Yep.
Yeah.
like they are there to mess shit
Yeah.
up.
yeah, that's the thing. People don't like. Just remember that this follower was never intended to be helpful.
No.
Also, this follower was at the time named Kendina and a male.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she is now Quindina.
And a female.
Yeah, or presents as female.
Presents as female.
Yeah,
Because
because the legendary the Sorcerer King of the legendary Free City of Tyr one time maybe even accidentally just said she and Quindina was like, well, I'm Quindina now and I need to present as a different gender. That's how powerful the Sorcerer King is and how malleable this person is. It is.
That's how much confidence
embarrassing.
Quindina
It
has.
is. It's really bad.
Yeah.
I really I don't like this person, but or the character that I've created, but I feel like I have to keep it around because of you people. Anyway,
That
so you
seems
get to the reptile petting zoo, and you actually see a couple of troops, or you see 4 troops, 4 individual soldiers, mercenaries, whatever, at the 4 corners of the barn essentially, and they're just kind of keeping watch.
And we recognize them?
No, they don't look familiar to you at all.
Hey, Haki,
Yo.
they're not supposed to be here. Arrest them.
Well,
You
why,
got it.
before why don't you get your first, because they don't know, they're not aware of us yet, right?
No, you just peek around a corner and see
Sweet.
them.
Then I'm going to do a commanding shout.
Well, shout.
Maybe
or-
a commanding whisper.
A commanding
Do
whisper.
whisper. Hey, guys. 6,
We're sort of like floating, just over them.
7. So I get 2. So I'll give you a D6.
Sweet.
I'll give you a D6. And I'll say, hey, I think we should take care of these guys because I don't recognize them and I don't like the way they look.
All
If
right.
there are soldiers, they should be on the front lines.
Just like a real
And
cop.
so they are either liars or deserters. So they need to be arrested.
If I spend a grit, can I do 2 crack shots?
Yes,
Is that
absolutely.
allowed?
Yeah. I'm not going to give you a grit back for executing them, though.
That's okay. Oh,
Oh.
Is that Snake Eyes?
But don't you have advantage? Oh, no. No, you spent that. I think.
Nope.
nope, I do have an advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I do. From
Yeah, you from last week.
Oh, that's
no,
right.
not
'cause
even
you-
from last week. From did I have another one from last week?
Or
That was
no.
from the 24 hour.
Yeah, you
Oh,
come
okay.
up with that.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Statistically impressive. Statistically
Yeah,
impressive.
that is something.
Do I get 2 XP for that or just 1? Because technically I
Give her
failed
2.
twice.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, but oh no,
So here's what I'm going to do.
oh no, never mind.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
Because I was gonna say I could use.
I am so nice that yes, I am going to give you 2 XP for this because you earned these 2 XP. So you very quickly just kind of lean around the corner and take 2 shots, and you have just never missed so wildly in your
My
life.
life.
In your entire career of just murdering
Like
people.
I just.
It just has never been this bad, unfortunately. And both shots go, instead of like, they're like this. And you just lean around the corner, shoot between them, not really aiming at either of them, like just between. Like you fire just out of instinct, you just pop around the corner and fire without taking just a bare moment to aim. Both shots go through the window, and you can see 2 city councilors go down.
Oh God! I hope those were the ones.
Oh,
that
but
were,
you know what's amazing? One of my alignments. I
Yeah.
kill an unarmed opponent in cold blood.
Finally.
So you got 3 XP out
I
of it,
guess
actually.
technically I get lead others to undertake nefarious ends. I mean, I did lead her
Yeah,
to make
you
that
absolutely
shot.
Yeah.
So I
And
get
hopefully-
my evil alignment too.
Hopefully, these were either the councilmen that were fighting me, or their deaths will set those ones straight.
Oh no.
Yeah, technically I just leveled up.
Okay, so good job leveling up by
Good
murdering.
job leveling up by murder.
Oh, jeez.
Well, at this point, we don't need to stick around.
Nope.
Nope, we really don't.
So, well,
This is
actually, you
others
know that there are
city-
still 5 more
yeah,
city
sure.
councilors.
And you can't like level up right now. It
No.
takes an hour. But
Yeah,
just making
but
it
there are five more city councilors inside the building. Oh, I just saw this.
Oh,
Huh.
no.
Oh man.
This is strange.
Can you read all of that?
Yes, I absolutely will. It's just
I just mean, is there enough space in that monitor for all that?
it's no plenty of space. It's just I'm just making sense of it in my brain. Okay,
How
so
bad is it?
It's not that bad.
mm,
It's no worse than you've been dealing with all.
that's true. Yeah, it's not of a higher danger than. Okay, so several stone-fisted beastmen push a wooden crate towards you. One of them bites the rope holding it closed, then they scurry away as quickly as possible. The crate bursts open, and out comes an albino owlbear that just comes racing towards you guys. You know, it has like the pink eyes, and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it's an
yeah.
albino
Sure,
owlbear.
We all know what an
Sure, yeah.
albino
I mean-
owlbear looks like.
Owl
Yeah.
bear.
Do you think we wouldn't know what an albino owl bear
we, the
looks
players, know, but the characters have no idea.
Yeah,
what this
because this is not something that would really be common in Dark Sun. There's not a ton of feathered creatures.
Sizzlack knows what this is.
Would my grand histories of Athos give me any clue on what the fuck this thing is?
I think this might be no. I think this
could
might
roll-
be it's. This has to be
Something-
the only one.
This is
Yeah.
something they found.
Yeah, this
in a
is something.
portal.
Yeah, you look at it. I mean, your grand histories would be like, well, this is clearly some sort of like magically created beast that should not exist in the world as
You
we
could
know
roll
it.
to see what it is. Like you could spout lore.
Yeah, absolutely. Spout lore. I would
Last time
love
I did
that
that off
actually.
my eyeballs.
Good call.
Literally the last time you spouted lore.
I haven't done
Wow,
it
that's a
since.
really good point. I didn't think
Yep.
about that. You've been very reticent to spout lore since then.
Yeah, I
wonder
don't blame
why.
you.
Anyway, so yeah, it is terrifying, and thank you for adding a bad guy and then buffing it, Space Colonizer. So
I like my bandana.
as that happens,
And my hat.
the
Show us.
um,
It's Ember.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
Although, like, never once have I been Southern.
Yeah.
Never once has
Right?
my voice.
Well,
been
now you are.
Yep.
I have to adopt this now.
Automatically, yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's
like.
automatically make you Southern.
I like how. I like
I'm gonna
how.
keep that.
You know, perhaps troubled you are by all the killing that you've had to see, but in that picture, you're like, I'm good with it.
I'm good.
I'm good with this shit. Yeah. So
I got my hat.
The
I
four,
got my guns. I got,
got my hat
bandana.
and got my guns.
That's
The
all I
four watch people go running.
Both. More coming.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, boy.
So the four watch people start running as they hear the gunshots coming from
So
your
we've
direction.
got, you three still have your move for
Actions.
this round.
I wish I had hold person still.
I should pull out 4 of these so I know I've got my 4 advantages.
This lull in the stream brought to you by Expo vis-a-vis for when you want to erase
Vis-a-vis.
something in French.
Yeah, when
Reach
you want
for
to
a
erase
wet
something in
erase
French.
vis-a-vis.
But
Voulez-vous?
Max, what if I needed to erase something in English?
Well,
You're fucked.
I would go with a caliber.
if you were writing in English,
High caliber.
do not make mistakes.
Okay, so
Ticonderoga.
Ticonderoga.
so
I actually kind of want to steal this pet. It's really good.
Yenin,
Yeah, I think the ad for
Your-
a pen in that world has got to be some people make mistakes. Some
your
people
finger
have
comes back, but it comes back
Uh-oh.
only as like a skeletal finger,
Okay.
no flesh or anything around it, and there's
a
just
bone.
kind of like just a very subtle black mist that kind of hovers around it, and you hear in the back of your head, Kiganis. And Kiganis has been nice enough to, both from this plane and from beyond the grave, to empower his fellow Sorcerer King. You actually feel the bond between your two cities grow, as if this Sorcerer King, I don't know, maybe Kiganis likes your methods, maybe Kiganis agrees with what you're doing. This could be the beginning of a beautiful alliance.
a beautiful friendship.
Of a-
Beautiful.
Or it could be,
Let's happen it.
so anyway, you,
Hold on.
okay.
We need to change our group name to something involving Kiganis at this point.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this has been
More
almost,
specifics coming in.
Oh
okay,
no.
good.
Sorry, my
I am capable of improvising things, but I do want to, if there's specifics, I'd much rather use that.
Well.
Oh boy. Okay.
So that'd be those are defiles, I believe, is the first one, and then the second one are Leroy Jenkins.
Okay, got it. So 3 defiles and 2 Leroy Jenkins?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Your next 3 spells are defilings, and because
Did we
of how
all
Leroy,
just Leroy Jenkins, is it?
Just me. I
Oh,
get
it's,
just you.
it's Kiganis just decided to superpower a Sorcerer King. So, all right, make me 2 Leroy Jenkins right now.
All right.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna go against the
Owlbear.
owlbear.
Okay.
Obviously.
Damn.
Let's see. That's 6, 7, 8, 9 for the defile. 3. I can't see that. So 7 damage.
Okay, so what needs to happen from your 9? Anything?
I mean, draw attention to myself because I'm going kind of ham right now with all this.
2 Leroys. This has got to have some sort of like. I'm gonna have to remember to describe this as batshit crazy. Okay, so 20. So 21 damage for the first magic missile. Go ahead and Leroy for me again.
Okay, is it still up?
It is still up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean this thing's been buffed, so it's gonna be a crazy monstrosity.
7, 8, 9, 10. So
So yeah, so this will probably
4 damage.
okay. 4 damage, but again it was defiled. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So 33 damage.
someone
Dear Lord.
someone at the table, the first person to spout lore on the owlbear will get advantage from Space Colonizer.
All right.
Let's see if you can succeed it.
Well, you've already.
I get it. Thanks.
Oh,
I
yeah,
get
that's
it.
not my turn. That's
Sweet,
fine.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Your tone seems rather pointed. Space colonizer.
Space colonizer. Give me a true fact about this owlbear.
At advantage.
Intelligence. Oh, it's 0.
Oh, so they have advantage on this roll, or he's giving them advantage for spouting the lore.
I believe he's giving them. That's not actually clear. I'll ask him in the chat.
Okay, cool.
If you are able to defeat an albino bear in I'm trying to make this so you can't just like kill it. If you're able to best an albino bear like in combat, then its loyalty will always lie with who's strongest in a fight.
So albino owlbears
Yeah.
are pack animals.
Yeah.
And they always kind
That's
of
not
they find the leader and they always support the leader.
And yes, this does grant him an advantage.
Okay, cool.
For future use.
All right, here's your coin, Max. You have advantage. You can spend that later on. So as the second set of magic missiles comes screaming in towards the owlbear, the owlbear actually squawk puts up its wings and manifests like a crazy magical shield of force, which saves it just barely. The magic missiles go through the shield and knock the owlbear out, and the owlbear goes unconscious from the just fuck ton of damage that you just well over 30 damage you just did to it. But as it goes over, Haki remembers when you defeat an owlbear, it treats you as its new leader. So you guys will have an owlbear. What do they call that?
Mascot?
Mascot?
Well,
Follower?
Yeah, follower. I think is what it's called in this
in the game.
weird game system. Yeah.
Put him in our skiff.
Yeah.
Just like pick him up, put him in the skiff with us.
Yeah. He threw a lot of donations into handing you
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it is very difficult for me to ignore. Oh boy. So did you just did both of your Leroy Jenkins?
Yeah.
Which were both defiled. So you have still one more defiling left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so you actually fuck it. We're gonna go hard on this. All right. So as you defile with both of these spell casts, there is once again, this is a dying world. There's nothing around for you to draw life from other than your companions and these wastelanders that are running towards you. Like you kind of attempt to pull from them, but they're psionically protected because they're wastelanders.
Yep.
So the only thing that you have are these city councilors in the building. And so you just see Yenin look over and just pull life force from these city councilors. And 4 more of the city councilors drop. So 6 city councilors now are dead of the 7. So there's 1 city councilor remaining.
I'd like to imagine
this
it's
was
the
a
one,
pointless,
the one city councilor left.
who is 100% loyal to you.
Yeah, this is the elf that like was against me being city councilor that I started to bribe. So I don't want to fuck with that guy.
Exactly. Yeah,
I
because
left
that
him-
one is smart. You're like, I want to keep this one around because they understand power.
Yeah.
You look at the other
Well, I
one.
mean, to be fair, we were told that
You
some
look
of them
through
were
the
turning
window,
against you. So.
and you see one of the ones that like has always been against you, and he catches eyes with you, and you just like.
Yep.
and
And there's just that moment like, oh fuck.
Anyone else
Okay.
terrified now? Because
has anyone not been terrified?
So I just the
Sizzlack's not. But
So the whole
Sizzlack doesn't
design,
think a
the
lot.
whole design of season 1 for me of Dark Sun, and I hope this isn't too jarring as we do eventually go into season 2. But season 1, I wanted to play very different from every season afterwards. So every season afterwards is going to feel a little different because I wanted season 1 to basically just set up the universe for the world that all of the other players and everybody is going to end up playing in. So this has been great. Like with Yenin and just what you guys have done with the legendary Free City of Tyr and all the choices that you've made, you're creating a world which is very interesting and a lot of specifics that are going to be a lot of fun for the next group to play in and for you guys as well as you come in future seasons. So thank you for your donations because your donations have just made the world so much more fun to play in. This is a perfect
Absolutely.
example of that. because we now have. I mean, we now have a completely different operating. We're operating under a completely different system now of government. Now that they're. And technically, like, Yenin can kind of play this off, be like, listen, we tried to save them, and look what happened. Like, we tried.
I'd buy it if we weren't in a fucking petting zoo.
Right.
Yeah, good call.
No, that was Quindina. I will throw Quindina under the bus immediately.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, and you may need to,
Yeah.
as kind of part of like a propaganda move, be like, listen, Quindina did this thing that I didn't approve of, and it got these people killed.
Yeah.
That's why you need to give me more decision-making power so that things like this don't happen.
This will be the first galactic empire.
It's like, how did anybody watching that, like,
That's a good guy.
statement not go like, whoa, that dude.
It's really bad.
He's not a fan of that sounds. That's why, because everybody's distracted.
Oh, Jar Jar likes him.
I wish so much that whole like thing on Reddit about Jar Jar. I wish
that were so true.
That is still true in my heart.
That is,
Yeah.
That's the only way to make the first 3 movies like just perfect.
all of a sudden, like,
Hashtag Padme deserved better.
yeah, it's just all of a sudden it just makes it so much more enjoyable if you
Jar
view
Jar
it through
you
that.
watch Jar Jar's the key.
You watch the video and it's like it's like they
Jar-
make some great points. Like he jumps out of the way, he's got Jedi power, like all this stuff,
Yeah,
and it's like
it's unfair to give even a semblance of that of credit for all that coolness to what actually happened.
Yeah.
But you have to for your. I mean, it's like, you know how.
But I mean, there is that like legit sound clip of George Lucas going like, Jar Jar's the key.
right.
Jar Jar.
But it's like
if we
such
get Jar Jar working, it'll all work out.
But that's like such a morsel of like you're extrapolating so much out of that little
Sure,
bit.
but it's-
It's as if, and I know this because I'm a person whose I think psyche has been destroyed, and the core of me isn't necessarily a person that I like. So because of all that, it's like, you know how something may happen, like some terrible thing happens to you when you're younger, and it just breaks you as a person. Listen, I think we can all agree that's me. So you have to make sense of it somehow. It's like you do that by just grasping on to whatever you have, and Jar Jar is it. Jar Jar is essentially a defense mechanism for a broken person to survive in a terrible world.
Yeah.
So please, chat, just buy in.
Buy in,
Accept
guys.
that it's true.
And if you haven't
you
researched
need
this,
to.
like just Google it about Jar Jar being the ultimate Sith.
Yeah,
because
Jar Jar is the
it's-
ultimate Sith.
It's amazing.
I also love the theory that, like, because there's that shot of Chewbacca and R2-D2 at the end of the 3rd movie, and it's like they plan the entire rebellion because in that moment. Because well, how does he go from being a general to being a smuggler?
Yeah. And eventually being a senator that like sets the votes in progress to get Palpatine his power. It's crazy. It's a really cool read. So go on Reddit after this and check that out. After you see the opening scene to Justified.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who wants to give Sean a hug now? It kind of went to a really dark place there
I
for a
would
minute.
give him
but-
a hug if I ever thought he would accept.
Oh,
such a
absolutely not. I mean, the one thing that I did. Listen, if you grow up Irish Catholic, there's one thing that I know. There
Don't
is-
touch each other.
You don't touch each other. There's no comfort in this world, and someday you get to die. That's the 3 things you learn as an Irish Catholic. So, we have
Janice wants a derailing count now.
Ooh,
running
it's
on-
like
on-
4 or 5.
today. It's
Wow.
been
Wow.
I'm thinking
Higher.
about the 7.
6.
These
Yeah.
are
I count half a dozen. I think.
Those are mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we still have 1 defiling left, so hold on to that.
Yeah.
And they're now, so these 4 wastelanders are coming charging towards the party. The owlbear is, I guess, not a problem now. But you know what? Because of how quickly the owlbear keeper died, the owlbear keeper, like the keepers, the ones who brought the
Yeah,
cage,
the-
they're going to
they
start
came back,
running
the
towards you
henchmen
guys.
came back,
Yeah, the
yeah.
henchmen.
Like,
came
haha,
back,
we
yeah.
got.
Oh, that
shit.
totally didn't. Yeah,
Shit,
so
shit,
so they
shit,
actually, so they actually join in because they're like, well, fuck, that didn't work. We need to do something.
So who's left in this round? You?
Yeah, I'm
That's
gone.
it.
You should heal yourself.
What race are you?
Yeah, you
Half
probably
elf.
should heal yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
I'm just curious.
He's gonna draw you.
Enjoy you.
Uh,
Draw me like one
I don't
of
need to
your
heal
great
myself.
Okay.
I went ahead and
Draw me
just
like one of
popped
your
my
snake-
One of your
I popped my
girls.
ooze.
Oh,
cherry,
right, okay.
So I'm
Snake
fine.
girls, man. Is a snake girl in here?
Somewhere buried deep because we
Oh,
can't
she was the
actually.
best.
You know what? Fuck it. Flame strike.
All right, on the the ones that were, that brought the owlbear, or on 2 of the wasters.
Who's further away?
The wastelanders are further away.
If
Wastelanders.
you go with the, yeah, I was gonna say at Wasters, that's what I commanded, and
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
so
Yeah, so you get a little +1 here.
And if you want to kill a councilman,
That
apparently
is-
we're all doing it.
Yeah, you want to join in and just kill political people?
That's an 8.
Okay, so that's 2d4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's even though it's a little smaller, it'll still hit 2 of them.
That's a 5.
Okay, they're both still up, but pretty badly injured.
They're on fire. Come on.
Oh yeah, they're in bad shape. Okay, so that's the round.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so all 4 of the Wastelanders move up, and they're like right set upon you guys because you're all pretty much clumped together around the corner of this building. So you're all basically in this melee mash with the 4 Wastelanders. The 2 dudes operating or that like brought the cage, the cagers we'll call them, the Nicholas Cagers. They. Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, of course. So
That's
they're-
the name
I
of the
will allow
owlbear.
it.
Yeah, so they both move up and
Yeah, the owl bear's name is Nicholas.
Yeah.
yeah, the Nicholas Cagers, exactly. Yeah, so they both move up, and they're also
Always be
so actually
caging.
you just have this clump of half a dozen people just all surrounded, like basically in a circle around you. You're completely trapped.
Okay.
So who goes first?
I'll do a little commanding shout. What are the cagers?
The Cagers have weird-looking spears.
Okay. All right. Hey there, fellas. I don't know if you just saw what we did your owlbear, but you might want to turn and leave. And if you're not going to, well then, suck it.
Let's happen it.
Let's happen it. That is a 7, so I get 2 holds. Do you guys still have your D6s?
I still have my D6.
Yeah, I still have mine.
I
So
still
you can
have one.
you have one?
Yeah.
So you can have a D6.
Fantastic.
And I'll hold on to 1. Let's happen it, and then I'll charge.
I turned off magic weapon.
I'll charge one of the Nicholas Cagers.
Okay, one of the Nicholas Cagers.
6, 7, 8. That's an 8. And I do 4 plus 1 4 piercing.
4. Okay. Yeah. So you do 4 damage. The Nicholas Cagers aren't all that impressive, but he does kind of try to jab you with this spear. Make me a defy danger roll to try and dodge the spear.
8, 9, 10.
Okay, cool. So you dodge the spear. As it whizzes by you, though, you notice a little crackle of electricity on the end of it. It's got
Hey there, buddy.
some sort of shock mechanism to it. Yeah. So who's next?
I'll go ahead.
Okay. You've got
the guy who
commands
just-
to go after a Nicholas Cager.
Huh?
I think you've got commands to go after Nicholas Cager,
Yeah.
right?
Right. I'm actually gonna hack and slash the one that just tried to stab him.
Okay.
That is a oof. Wait, I get a +1, right?
Yep.
7.
Okay. Cool. You also need to make me a defy danger roll. You can take back your swing though, because it looks like you're like to get in close enough to make this attack. He's definitely going to take a shot at me with his shock stick.
I'm at full health. I'll go ahead and risk
All right.
it.
Cool. Make me a defy danger roll.
Constitution. That is a 7.
Okay. It's better than it could be. Still going to be a ton of damage. So it's 2d10 higher of the 2.
Alrighty.
As it just absolutely, like you guys see this thing connect with Steven. Not as bad as it could be because he's just kind of trying to tough it out a little bit.
Nice.
Oh, 3.
And it just like you can almost hear his teeth gritting as he tries to bear it. Well, could be a lot worse.
Did you do damage yet?
No,
I haven't done that.
And do you have armor?
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
do.
affect it. Not for this. It's
Okay.
electricity.
Okay.
Just checking.
So that's a D8,
It's like straight
a
through. the
D6, thanks
Yeah,
to you,
especially because I'm giving you a defy danger roll.
and a
Normally we just
D4
trade
because
damage.
I have my magic weapon.
Magic weapon. Got it. I'm gonna flame this guy.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you kill the second Nicholas Cager because for some reason
I just thought it was
killed
funny.
number 2 first.
Flame this guy.
Oh yeah, you're gonna flame this guy. I did not even think of the
Ah.
what does that mean? The context of my words. I just literally say things
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, so what I said earlier, how I put a filter on myself, guys, I think maybe that's not true.
No, that's not.
Very possible.
That was the Nicolas Cager from some of Nicolas Cage's worst movies.
Oh right,
The
right.
other
right.
Nicolas Cager is from
The really good ones.
yeah.
He's
Like
Like
Wicker Man.
like not the bees, not the bees.
Alright.
That really good movie.
I'm a cat. I'm a sexy
Oh my
cat.
God, is there bees in this
I'm a vampire,
petting zoo
I'm a
that I can
vampire.
Oh yeah,
unleash?
there's actually there's yeah, of course there is. There's like a hive right over to the side. Yeah, you can definitely.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to fire a magic missile at this other cager. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Then we will go. Let's see, 4. So that's 12 damage.
Okay. So you kill the other Nicolas Cager before Haki has a chance to put the,
I want to get those
the
bees
bees
out.
on his head.
Not the bees.
Not the bees. All right. So I think we have gone through.
Can
everything
I
now, right?
can I use my
Or
magic
no, you
missile
haven't used
to
Haki.
take his face?
I don't think
off?
either.
Okay.
I haven't
Okay.
gotten
So
either.
you're
I'm gonna take
so
his face.
off. Yeah. Yeah. So it definitely you succeed in taking his face / off.
And to me, it just looked like that's a national treasure you've got there. Now.
It really is.
So what do we got left here?
You still have the 4 wasters, the wastelanders that are
I'm
all
trying
around
to
you.
think of a good Raising Arizona one.
You're all under arrest.
4 lefts make a circle.
All 4 of the
kinda forgot about
wastelanders
this
are
one.
definitely left-handed, so that'll contextualize that joke.
They don't have sarin gas over there, do they?
It's VX.
So,
All 4 of them actually.
Fucking idiot.
All 4 of them have like these green balls in their
Yeah.
hands.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Like 5 giants fly over.
Yeah. Okay, so as you go in, describe what the plan is here.
I'd probably just like rush into the middle of them.
And just start flailing.
and just
taking
start
swings.
just start swinging at them.
Okay, so unfortunately, they take you up on that offer, and they just all 4 of them just start wailing on you as you're in the
Sure.
middle. So you're gonna take their damage +3, so 2d8. No, 2d6 higher the 2 +3.
Is this the first time you've taken damage? Did you
Yeah.
say?
The whole
The
time.
tank.
Yeah.
So
5 + 3.
8 damage. You can reduce it with your armor.
Cool.
Well, it's because a lot of his damage comes from defy danger type stuff.
Yeah.
Because he does like do
Yeah.
crazy things,
Mhm.
and then when he doesn't have to defy danger, it's like, oh, this is a very safe and easy game. I guess it just goes to show you how much
But I
trouble
still
you
get
can
to
create
attack
for
one of them
yourself.
though, right?
Yeah, you got an 8 on your hack and slash, right? So you just roll your damage.
Yeah. 9.
Okay, so you want to attack one of the injured ones?
Yeah.
Okay, knocks one out. So there are now 3 wasters remaining, one of which is injured.
Okay.
That should be the end of our round.
No.
We
I
started
haven't
with.
Wait, did I?
Well,
Yeah.
because I took yours as an action because she started the whole combat.
No, but that was the previous round.
Oh,
We're on
okay.
the second round now, aren't we?
No,
Yeah.
that was the first time I attacked
Yeah,
this round.
that's
Yeah.
because
Okay, then
yeah,
yeah,
because
then
you
we're
went
back
with
at the
your
beginning.
command and hack and slash, which is part of hers. Then you've only taken one action.
Yeah, well, once again,
It's a
whenever
lot.
it's
time we
'cause
have
he-
things
it's-
happen in the
well,
middle
well,
of
no,
the
it's
round,
because we got
Yeah.
derailed.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
and also
Confusing.
also he took 3 actions because he had 2 Leroy
Yeah, yeah,
Jenkins,
yeah.
so that kind
Right,
of threw us
right,
out.
right,
But
all right.
all right, so
top of the round again.
Top of the round.
So,
Thank you, Sax.
wasters. Let's get wasted. That's a 7, so I get another hold.
You have advantage if you want to try for. It's up to you.
Yeah, I've got 4 of these things, don't
Yeah.
I? Sure.
No.
Pulling a me.
No. Oh, thanks for that.
Hey, you've got 3 more. I
I
mean,
do.
what else are you gonna spend them on?
I don't know, maybe an actual, we're fighting 3 wasters right now, all right?
Okay, fine.
We've got giants and everything else being thrown at us. I'll wait until the next
Like a
owlbear
death
comes
roll.
out. Yeah. So, you've got a d6 right now, right? Do you?
I have a D6, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You can say, you've still got one.
Still got mine.
I used mine last
You can
round.
have one. Did you use yours?
Yeah.
You can have one.
Awesome.
All right. I'm out of holds again. And I'll hack and slash. 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. No complications. Good roll. It's unusual.
Oh,
Reroll.
and I do 4 plus 1 piercing.
Okay. Just barely. The one that's injured is just barely still up after that hit. Anybody else? You should. People have a +1 to attack that one, right?
Yeah.
Magic missile. Just that one?
Just that one. Yeah.
It's got to be the one I'm attacking.
Let's see, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
The
plus
very
one.
first thing he did was get his intelligence to 18.
Yeah, and that +1 helped.
Yep.
So I'll draw attention, but it's not going to matter to him. 5 damage.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't matter to him because you completely knock him out. However, the other two do notice your magic missiles, like, oh, we've been focusing on the wrong target.
Yeah.
So they both attack you, and they'll do the higher of 2d6 +1.
So 6 damage.
You can reduce it with armor.
Yep. 4 damage total.
Yeah, no, if I were to go back, I would have. I didn't realize intelligence was going to be something I needed whenever I first created this character,
Yeah.
and Commanding Shout uses that.
Well, yeah. It's the thing is though, like your character is really powerful. That being said, you also use a lot of your abilities. Like, I mean, charisma
Yeah.
you use a lot as well. Strength obviously is what you use on almost every turn. I mean, it is one of those it's one of those classes where you do actually spread out your ability scores among
Yeah.
everything, whereas that's not so much the case with the wizard. But they have so many good abilities. The commander is really good. So, who's next?
I will take a shot.
Okay.
Do
Don't
it.
throw it away.
Don't throw it away.
6, 10.
Okay, you don't have any
Not
grit
miss
to
your
spend, do
chance
you?
To blow.
No.
This
Okay.
opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Yo.
Yo.
I'm in this vomit on my sweater already. I'm spaghetti.
Got your extra d6 from your leader in there?
Yep. 6, 7, 8, 10.
Exactly right. Okay, so the third one goes down. There's only one Wastelander remaining.
Haki.
All right.
Arrest him.
I'm gonna knock him out
Non-violent.
non-violently.
Yep.
Mama said, knock him
Mama
out.
said to knock you out. If you're not gonna come peacefully, I'm gonna have to take you by force. With a conk on the head.
Yep, that's a success.
That's
Yep.
a success. That's,
Very surprising.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
D6.
so that's 5, 9 damage.
Okay, not quite enough.
Damn.
Got one more hit point, I believe.
Yep. We all know, Justin.
Yeah, I know.
We all know.
We all know you.
We don't need you
Finish
fucking pulling
him.
your bullshit.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
know.
Andy.
My big math between 10
Your
and
big
9,
math,
how
yeah.
it's dead and alive.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
We don't need your
If I were gonna
smart ass.
guess.
That's an 8 for a hack and slash.
Okay, it's going to trade damage with you if you want
That's
to.
fine. I'll
Okay.
go for it.
All right, so it's going to do a d6 damage back to you.
Great.
Sorry, the higher of 2d6 damage back to you.
I'm gonna roll my. Can I roll my damage first?
Sure.
Or?
I want you to
doesn't
do it.
matter.
I want you to do it how you want to do
Yeah,
Thank you.
because unless you somehow roll negatives.
6, 7, 11.
it. Okay, that
On
definitely.
11, you actually do no damage.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
weird. They have
He
a-
actually heals 27 hit points.
Yep.
And he gives me 2d6. You said.
Yep. Higher of 2d6. You can reduce it with armor.
Nothing. He gives me nothing.
Okay.
He gives me bollocks.
Wow.
Bollocks.
Okay, so great job, guys. Thank you for tuning in this week. We really appreciate it.
What a game.
Guys,
That was
please-
a trip.
Please make sure to record on your sheet the advantages that were given to you this week, if you have any remaining. Super important that the people who donated get the benefit of their donations.
And thank
And
you.
even though they weren't used today, we will use them.
use
And I
them
just
in
want
the
to spend,
future.
I just want to spend a moment because I do, as much as possible, like to use those rerolls during the stream in which they were given. because who knows if they'll be able to tune in next week. It wasn't really, the smart thing is there wasn't a situation to really use them here, so I totally get that. So I want to
Well,
take
and
a
as soon
minute.
as you got them, you started rolling really well.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know, as soon as I got them. But I thank you, because that's why.
Yeah.
So the donation itself changed the dice. So
Yep.
the dice stopped fucking Justin so hard. But again,
man.
thank you so much for the donations today, guys. It was a lot of fun dealing with the absolute pandemonium that you created. Was a lot of fun.
Yeah, guys.
Next
it was.
week we still have
So much.
we still have the remaining Crewless's forces.
have 7
and the
bullet
full
points.
the full might of the Bezbeker's army, as well as the help from the forces of Matt and
if you
Kiganis' Death Knights in the city.
If you become a $25 Patreon backer, you can create your own army and then help the legendary free city of Tyr.
Yeah, or you
Word.
can attack the legendary.
No, I don't think
All right,
that's an
no.
option. I
I got it, guys.
think that was a
Oh, it's
limited
awesome.
time thing.
No, guys, I have to cut in and say they can absolutely attack you. It is absolutely an option. Wow, that's amazing.
Show us.
That's our cleric.
A
by the
cleric.
way.
That's all done.
Cleric with
Everybody,
his
does everybody
fire
have
eyes.
one right now?
Yeah.
His hair burnt off.
Yeah.
This is great. I really like those. So
No, I
again,
haven't-
thanks
haven't colored
thanks for
in
tuning
yet.
in and watching our party of weirdos fight all this shit off. Next week we have a huge game in which we deal with the consequences of an invading army marching through the legendary free city of Tyr as the players try to save their
Yeah,
city.
tag me in that. My phone's dead.
And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys go around the corner, around the table real quick. Tell them where to find you. Eric?
You can find me on Twitter at Duncor, DUNCOR, or performing every Sunday at 6:30 at the Nerdist School Theater with my house team, Saga.
You can find me on all social medias at Axe4Food, ACTS, the number 4, the word food. If you missed out, we had a big show with my improv group last week at the last bookstore. But if you're going to be in Vegas this weekend, we're going to be there for LeviosaCon. We'll be performing the night before at Bad Owl Coffee, and then at LeviosaCon the next day. So come find us there. The show that shall not be named.
And that is Harry Potter themed improv.
Yes.
Which is very cool.
Yeah. Maybe some of you fucking nerds like that shit. I don't know.
On that note, you can follow me on Twitter at StephenJPope22, and you can follow my blog at www.skipaturn.com, where I review a new board game every week.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully.
You can find me on Twitter at Max Crandall or on Instagram at WhoWantsCrandy. And I have a sketch comedy show the third Wednesday of every month at the West Side Comedy Theater in Santa Monica. My sketch team, Goldie. So come check us out. I just wrote a great sketch about The Legend of Zelda, about of making a female protagonist.
I already
and
love
why
the
they-
content.
and why they won't do it.
But what if?
Great.
So what if?
What if?
Exactly.
I am Alyssa Appleton. You can find me on all social media at Alyssa Appleton. And I said this last week, and I'm going to keep saying it because I'm really stoked about it. I'm a writer, and a pilot that my writing partner and I wrote, we're getting some interest in, and we're shopping it around town. It is called Transference. It's sci-fi, so maybe you'll be hearing about it in like a year from now. So just keep it in your brain. If you start
Fingers crossed.
seeing
Fingers crossed.
trailers for Transference, that's mine.
I am very excited for Transference. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great. I want all of you to follow all of them on their social medias. I want you to only follow me if you can put up with a bunch of left-wing bullshit on my Twitter at Mrs. Hongraham, because that is primarily what I post about. So yeah, if you like that, then follow me, Daddy.
I like it still.
Let's happen it.
Let's happen it. Again, thank you for tuning in, guys. We did really well last month with the charity towards Alzheimer's Association. We really did well because of you guys, so thank
Hell
you so
yeah.
much. I appreciate it. I look like an asshole with this facial hair because of you. I mean, I like it actually. It's cool. Like
not
I
that
really
bad looking.
well, it's not that bad looking, but it does give people a real opinion about who I am if they don't know me.
It does say something
It
about
does
you.
say something about me. So whatever, but I'm sticking with it because you guys donated. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, and we will catch you next time for the Siege of Tyr.
Bye.
Bye.
Now hear you rascals with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, the master of concealment and an adept at disguise, which uses when he's seeking faster husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no God looking so as breeze are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So let your rocks propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.
And one day while he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made him fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So the half they have, they cut me up with a song about their time. The grass is green,